Guys, back again. This is part two. So I'm going to replay this clip. This is what I basically went off of the other day. And I got into some comments. I'm going to get into some more comments and then kind of finish things off and then add some icing on the cake. If you guys would like to add something to it, be my guest. Love to hear what you guys have to say. So let's play this clip. This is kind of the focal point of the discussion. Of course, this is white mom biracial debate again, number two, part two. But basing off of this material, I just didn't finish the comments last time. We're going to finish it right now. Let's check it out.
This is how white moms use their biracial children to invalidate black people, black biracial people. Aside from
Again, like I said, she kind of fucked up right there because she said black people, black biracial people, which we know what type of person she is. She's one of these black biracials, basically a biracial that identifies as black, who has self-hate issues, who has identity issues. I love the fact that mulattoes are coming together and we are taking control of the narrative. We've allowed these other people who are not us to speak for us for way too long. We're checking their ass now. Now the mulattoes have the microphone. We're correcting them. Okay. They want to put it on us that you got an identity issue, but yet they're like confused slaves. They think they're Moors, they think they're Hebrew Israelites, they think they're the ancient Egyptians, they think they're everything, right? They're the confused ones, but they want to project that onto you and say you're confused, right? They've had the microphone for far too long. Now we're challenging their rhetoric. And I love that for us. I love that we're controlling the narrative now. Now we're the ones over here, those of us who are mulatto identified. We're looking at these people, these black biracial types. Okay, we're looking at them saying, "No, your ass is confused. You identify as black, even though you got a white parent." This lady, I'm guessing, she has a white father who's not in her life, which is obvious based off how she's talking. And we're like, no, we're taking the narrative back. They want to act like they're going to speak for the rest of us. No, we're telling you, you're the confused one. You're the one with identity issues. You're not balanced. Okay. And I love that for us. I love that for these mulattoes who have developed this consciousness and are starting to speak this into the universe. And other mulattoes are hearing it. They're like, you're right. We have a voice now. It's getting amplified. And it's a beautiful thing.
the fact that you're literally in the presence of a multitude of biracial people and you've chosen what biracial people should or shouldn't do, is exactly why I question the intention. You, as a white person, period, have no dictation over, well, actually anything or how any.
She's saying you have no dictation over anything. She's trying to speak as if she has authority. And we're looking at her. She looks literally like a white woman with a tan. But of course, someone in the comments, I don't know if it was the last video, they said, with someone like her, it's very obvious because she's a preference amongst the dark skinned Bantus in the community. So, of course, for her, she has a very advantageous position amongst them. So that's why her stance, she's going to fight hard with this kind of virtue signaling, dark skins and pro Bantu, right? Because she's pedestalized, she's a preference amongst them in the Anglo community, you know, the silver bullet, Coors light drinking, fucking rednecks or whatever, you know. Even within high society, just navigating white society, she's nobody. She's got to work. She's got to put her work in. That takes too much effort. She can just sit her lazy ass on the couch, okay, doing TikTok videos, and the dark skinned Bantus will give her praise. Very minimal effort. It's an easier route for these type of mulattoes. And that's what someone put a comment saying that, like, yeah, that's the thing is because she's preferred amongst uh black Americans, the males and the lesbian black, because a lot of black American females are lesbian. Let's be real. Look all over social media. They're coming out the closet every damn day. And they're predators, a lot of these lesbians. They're predators trying to, attack straight people, straight men and straight women in our spaces, our mulatto spaces. And that's what mulattoes you got to be aware of. And you guys are. I'm letting you guys know what's up. These lesbian predators and bisexual stalkers from the black community are coming in here trying to basically sabotage everything we're doing. But for this individual here, yeah, she has a higher stand, like her just sitting there being a lazy idiot. Like it's just she's, her value's higher amongst African Americans. All she has to do is just be light skinned, like as she is, mixed with her hair and her skin tone and her features. She doesn't have Bantu features. She doesn't have a nose that takes up half of her fucking face, right? So her her loose hair, her good hair, she got good hair, right? Good skin, good features, and all that stuff. Mulatto aesthetic is on fleek. Yeah, she's very attractive for sure, the standard, but listen to how she talks. I'm like, nah, I'm good. Okay. Go be a baby mama by one of them. Okay. Have fun. There's too many ladies out here. I don't deal with these black identified people. I just don't. And yeah, so someone was saying that it's like it's easier for her, right? Everywhere else, she's got to work. In the mulatto community, she's got to work. She's got to prove herself. Okay. So she can be lazy and dumb, like within the black community, and they'll accept her as long as she is their foot soldier. And what she's going to do, she's never going to challenge black people because they'll check her ass, right? She'll get the Drake treatment. So she's only going to check white women and biracial people who have white moms or biracial people who are not black identified. That's their job. That's these confused mulattoes, these black identified mulattoes. That's their job. They're foot soldiers and subordinates to Bantus. They have to attack they have to attack all of us, the rest of us who are mulatto identified, in order to fit in into the Bantu body politic. That's how they get their membership access. Something to consider.
Anyone chooses to identify, but you're pushed to make biracial children say that they're both when I don't identify as both. I'm sorry, I don't. And that somehow the new
She doesn't identify as both, but she sure as hell looks like both, doesn't she? Sure as hell looks like both. Like I said, I do the side by sides. I haven't done it in a long time. And shout out to biracial awareness because he's the one who started all that. I just kind of piggybacked off what he was doing and added a little clarity. Well, he already did. He included the whole mulatto thing. And he's a mulatto man. Shout out to him, biracial awareness. But, I did some of the images I put and I would do mulatto Bantu, right? And of course, people don't like that, when you add the, when you point out the difference because they want to blur the lines to trick you and kowtow you mulattoes. A lot of you mulattoes are catching on, which is a good thing, but we still have a long way to go. A lot of you mulattoes are still lost in the sauce, giving all your money to Bantus, and yeah. One of these days, you guys will wake up and realize you need your own network, your own support system, your own economy, develop your own industries. I have faith. Like I said, from day one, I've said this from 3 years ago. I have faith in the youth. I have faith in the youth, the upcoming generations, because and that's why the whole Drake Kendrick thing was a blessing for me because it helped it, it's going to wake these people up. These mulattoes, especially you men, you males, it's going to wake you up. See, because you're not offered membership access the same way that the lady you see on the screen is. For a lady on the screen, like she could just be a lazy ass. And like I said, sitting on her couch doing little dumb TikTok videos, and all her comment section, all her followers are going to be black males. I see that with women, mulattoes who aren't even lazy. Like they're just mulattoes just on TikTok. And I jump, the algorithm on TikTok is very good. It basically funnels all of these mulattoes to my like For You page or whatever algorithm recommendations. And so I tune into some of these mulattoes and I see all the dark skinned Bantus, right? Their preference is the mulatto female. So, and I'm like, these mulattoes, they don't have to do anything. They just turn on the damn app, go live on TikTok, and all these dark skinned Bantu show up. So it's like for them, it's not, it's not the same for us, right? They'll grant them access to the community, but then a lot of these women, if they're logical and they have integrity, they ask themselves, well, what the hell am I getting in the end? You know? Interesting. Let's check this out. Let's finish this and then go on to some comments, right?
new generation, the stuff's the same. You guys are still imposing yourselves onto us. Don't you think it should be the black biracial children who decide how this goes?
Black biracial children. And she rolls her eyes in typical Aunt Jemima fashion. you know, Shouldn't it be the black biracial children? What does that mean? It's an oxymoron. If you're biracial, you're mixed race, well, guess what? You're not black, right? So let's go into some more of the comments and then kind of move on, right? This is part two because there were too many comments. Right here it says like 1,392. I couldn't, the other day I didn't want to go into all that, all these comments. Like, yeah, get out of here. It's like there's too much going on here. you know. For me, one dude, I got too much shit. I'm backlogged. Man, my to-do list is pretty large right now. I got stuff to do. And still planning out my next trip. That's what I'm living for. I was talking to some Colombian actually when I was in Colombia, and that's what I was telling her. I was like, look, yeah, basically, I'm kind of like you. Like, I'm working basically for vacations, at this point. Like, I'm working to plan out where's my next trip? Where am I going to go to next? Like, that's kind of where I'm at right now in my life. I just rather see new things and travel, meet new people. Shout out to this guy. He puts here, nobody says white biracial. Notice that? Notice that? Even if they're Hapa or Wasian, they use the term Wasian or Hapa. They never call them white biracial. You notice that? Notice that? Even people who are like half Mexican and half white, somehow they get to bypass all that biracial shit and they're just, typecasted and labeled as quote unquote like white. But then people question their kind of background. They're like, wait a second, your ass is half Mexican, right? Like a Nick Fuentes type of guy. You heard of him, Nick Fuentes? You look at him, wait a second, you're kind of Mexican or something. Your last name's Fuentes. You're not really pure Anglo. What the hell is going on here? But they can kind of typecast as the Anglo aesthetic. And that's kind of where the Anglos are fucking up, and taking BBC up the rear. They're getting screwed all over the place because of that, right? They're getting co-opted by Israelis and everything because they allow these other groups to be a part of their network as long as they basically talk crap about blacks. That's what I've been noticing. Like Arabs and Israelis and Mexicans, mestizos, they will allow all those people to be white as long as they talk crap about blacks. But as soon as these other groups, they click up, get their power up, get their numbers up, and they start pushing out these Anglos, then the Anglos look real fucking stupid. And then they start to turn on these other groups. But it's like, you let them all in. Your immigration policy, you welcomed them all in. You thought they were on your team. Yeah, as long as they talk crap about the blacks. But as soon as they got their numbers up, they turn on your ass. They're looking really fucking stupid, especially when their own females are openly committing mutiny against them. They're looking real weak out here. And the mulatto is like a guy like me. I'm just sitting there looking, laughing like this is only the beginning. Looking very weak, right? But yeah, they never say white biracial. Yeah, because they let these Nick Fuentes types all up in their clique. Yeah. Yeah, they only pull this black biracial crap. And especially people like her, mulattoes who are black identified, because they're disconnected from their European ancestry and heritage. And it's like, yeah, because she's pedestalized amongst dark skinned Bantu males. She's a preference. Fine and dandy by me. I hope they pay for your pedicures. I hope they pay for your burqa bags. I hope they finance all your luxurious trips to the Caribbean. I hope they get you good money. I hope they serve you and pay you. I'm not hating on her hustle if she can get these Bantus to pay for her. But what often happens is a lot of times these females, they become baby mamas by Bantus. And then they dig up, they turn them out, chew them up, spit them out. They have nowhere else to go. And then what happens? Now they're proud to be mixed. Now they identify as mixed and they're proud to be biracial after they've been bastardized by a black dude. And for the males, I'm going to get into this in the future. I thought about this earlier today. I was working, thinking about before I hop my ass up on here and talk shit. I was thinking earlier, but yeah, it's like in the future, I got to get into this. I definitely got to get into this because too many of them are comfortable. They look at you guys as punks and suckers and simps. They can come up in here after they've been bastardized by black males. They come up in here thinking like you're supposed to support them just because they're biracial, just because they're mulatto. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, cool, yeah. But if you want me to promote you, you need to pay me. Okay. You got a black baby daddy, your ass needs to pay me. And I wish for you other males to have that same energy. They need to pay you. All right. Because they're not asking that dark skinned Bantu to pay them. They give them free shit because they want membership access. I get it. They just want to survive. That's cool. I'm trying to survive as well. You need to pay me so you can help me finance my next trip. Yes, you're going to pay too. You're going to pay not just the Bantu, but you deal with the Bantu. You're going to pay me too. I'm not going to be nice about this shit moving forward. I'm telling you, I'm just scratching the surface right now. But yeah, in the future, I'm gonna get into all your guys' asses. Fuck out of here. You come around here acting all nice and they, oh, okay, and they want free shit. Like, why am I gonna promote you? Why am I gonna sponsor you, promote you, support you, when it's like you don't even like biracial dudes? You don't. You're not. You're not dealing with us. Like you chose what you want acceptance in black to black society. Go sell your shitty books to them. Go sell your material to them. Go, you guys, you want to make money doing this mix shit, and it's like, but you chose to start a family with black people. You need to make black products and make money with them in that community. I'm insulted when I see them trying to make money in the mixed spaces, but they got an entire fucking black family and a black baby daddy, or if they're married, their husband, whatever, that's cool. But it's like, why are you around us? Like you chose the community you want to be a part of. You want acceptance with them. You need to go ask them to support your products. This is only the surface, guys. I'm barely getting in your guys' asses right now, but I'm telling you, in the future, I'm really gonna dig in. You think I'm mean right now? You just wait. So let's check out some of these comments. It says, ma'am, if you are biracial, you are both races, not just one. Yeah, I know. And this person, the creator, says no. What a dunce. No. And she puts here, what's her bio? Says black won't crack. Checking and wrecking since 999. Loud and proud. Not your mom. Yeah. Arrogant with it. She don't like her white side. I gotta like it. I gotta like that comment. Yeah, she does. And this is a sad part. Very pretty woman, but I'm sitting there like, yeah, your preference, you're preferred amongst the dark skinned Bantus, but she's gonna run into a rift because like she's gonna compete with dark skinned Bantu females for the dark skinned Bantu male. But remember, she has a black mama. The way she's talking and acting, she has a black mama, so she knows her place. She needs to shut her fucking mouth and be underneath the dark skinned Bantu female. That's her place. She chose it. So I don't know. She can do these little dumb TikTok videos, but the rest of us, we're not going to co-sign and sign up for that. Like, not us. We got white moms and shit. We're sitting here laughing at your ass. We're not going to be with you over there. You need to stay over there with them. Right? She knows her place. She's going to be a subordinate underneath dark skinned Bantu females. Right? But I find it funny because I'm looking at her, very pretty. Right? I can't talk shit on her looks. She's the preference, even for a guy like me. I have an in-group preference. I prefer mulattoes. So she basically fits the aesthetic of what I prefer. But mentally, oh, there's no way I wouldn't even deal with her. You identify as black, not interested. Where I'm at right now, not interested. But yeah, she has to know her place basically amongst them. She's going to be a subordinate underneath them, right? But she's competing with those females for the males. That's why she's in a very interesting position. Very interesting. It's kind of like you see with these exoticals, and most of them, they're just blacks, right? And these are blacks all fighting with each other, these exoticals. And I guess, yeah, some of them are kind of mixed or have admixture, MGM, whatever. I don't really see any biracials or mulattoes doing all that exotical shit. It's all these blacks faking like they're mixed and shit. I don't know why they come over here anyways. Like, whatever. They all run over here and mixed content, mixed content. Yeah, that's fine, mixed, but all the slaves are calling themselves mixed because their great granddaddy got graped on the plantation, and they run over here talking about they're mixed and shit too. I don't give a fuck what you people are. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the mulattoes. We're very specific and niched. And it's going to hurt your feelings. It will. Trust me. I haven't even begun yet. I will hurt your feelings. Okay. But I'm surprised they come over here and it's just like, yeah, the whole exotical thing. These are all black females arguing with other black females for black males. They all want black males. So I don't know, like they're just chapping, they're just, chirping birds as far as I can see. And you got a lot of lesbian predators and shit in those spaces. All the spaces been that way. Dominatrix, sex workers, which I'm not opposed to the sex workers. You get your money, you're a consenting adult, a free woman. I'm not opposed to you. But it's the scamming nature where they're misandrist and they still want to try to like scam men and shit. And they're like man haters. And it's just the lesbian shit. It's very weird. And they creep up in here and they try to get all like goody goody and like they want the men to give up free labor. They're not giving you shit. They're not paying you. They're not giving you nothing. If you give me material I can make content out of, okay, that's I guess something. That's bare minimum. But it's like some of these fucking lesbians are really uppity up in here, thinking that like we owe them something or they're, and they're predators. They're predators. They want to siphon off the audience. They want to mooch off the audience. They see the mulattoes are developing something. They want to creep up in here and steal the mulatto audience from you. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. You know who you are. Good luck. Let's see you try this. All right, let me continue on. She puts here my biracial, be a boyfriend, black and white, refers to himself as black, and it aggravates his white grandma bad. If me and him refers to him as black, she's like, you're mixed, or you're half white too. And he's like, look at me, I'm black. Well, he's confused. I don't know. It's because when he does that, they can't tokenize him and discredit him when it comforts them. I know Jenny Lee, just another black female, whatever. You see, this mulatto person has built their entire following off blacks. And look at this, Mimi Bai, and they got the fucking rainbow flag. So this is what you have. You have the gay blacks. You know, these black identified biracials, they coincidentally, they do all this pandering to black people, and then they got nothing but gay blacks and feminists and just femcells and weirdos around. Puts here as a black biracial with a mom just like Lauren, I am reminded once again why I went no contact years ago. White people do not get to dictate non-white identities nor invalidate non-white experiences. Yeah. Yeah, good for you. Asia Nicole says, who are these white people to tell you how to feel? My boyfriend is mixed and looks black, so he claims being black. Doesn't mean he's discrediting being white too, but come on. Yeah, whatever. Okay, it's actually insane to me how people don't understand the difference between race and ethnicity. My daughter is black, point blank, period. Society will never view her as a white woman, and she's a black, or she's a white. Yeah, she's a white, gonna raise her daughter to be black. Yeah. And guess what? The blacks are gonna pick on her, talk shit about her or him, whatever. And guess, yeah, his daughter, she said, yeah. And guess what? Once they go to college, they become an adult, they're going to start looking for answers. I talk a lot of these mulattoes. I asked them, how'd you find me? Where'd you find me? I'm like a small niche guy on the internet. I just barely do this part time just to jump up here and talk some shit. How'd you find me? They all say, oh, just YouTube search. They searched on YouTube. They found me. Interesting. And I suspect that's going to happen with this person, her daughter. Once her daughter becomes old enough, 18, adult, they're going to search on the internet. They're going to find, type in mulatto or, this or that. They're going to find my page. They're going to be looking for answers because a lot of these blacks are super fucking racist. They're going to show their ass. Look at Kendrick Lamar, all the Kendrick Lamar fans. What do they all have in common? They're all anti-biracial, anti-mulatto, racist. They're all anti-white mom, biracial, racist. All of them, not some or a couple or a few. ALL. All have that in common. They're all racist. And it's like I laugh, and these white mom biracials want to play games with this. You guys want to continue to play games, act like I'm the big bad guy. You don't like my tone, my language, my delivery. You can go take your hoe ass somewhere else and be a bitch somewhere else. That's on you. I don't need you over here. I'll end up blocking your bitch ass anyways. This is not for the faint of heart or for the weaklings. I'm going to have to start to thin the herd and curate effectively. Okay, because it's been 3 years into this. Like a lot of this stuff, we've already kind of covered this stuff, right? This is just extra material here to keep the channel popping in the algorithm. And for some of you Johnny come latelys, it's like you think I'm like that bad. See, they're okay with black people punking them and pissing and shitting on them. These biracials, they're perfectly okay. It's only when the biracial man develops some balls and starts to clap back, all of a sudden they say you're out of bounds, you're radical, you're racist. They have an issue. All of a sudden, isn't that interesting? Everyone else, Chancellor Williams, Irritated Genie, all these black supremacists, they can be racist towards you. Well, Paris Milan, these black females, let's not forget them. Cynthia G, Paris Milan, these black females who are racist towards biracials with black moms or with white moms. Like no, none of these biracials, they have any commentary to counteract that or to say, hey, you blacks are being racist. None of them say nothing. There's a peep, not a peep. But with me, when you have a man, a biracial man, all of a sudden they don't like my delivery. They don't like my tone. You're taking it too far. I don't like your language. Please show yourself. I want to block you bitches. Please. I had to block some idiot earlier today. I love blocking you fucking bitches. I want to block you. I want to get you the fuck up out of here. Go stay your ass over there with them and go serve them. Don't come over here. And this individual here puts, yeah, my mom is white, but I'm a black woman. So she came out of a white vagina, but she's a black woman. Sure. Yeah, sure. And if she wants protection in the black community, she's going to have to get a dark skinned Bantu male. That is the pathway, the membership access they have to adhere to. If they want acceptance in Blackistan, they have to get a dark skinned Bantu male, right? But they have to compete with black women for the same pookie. That's kind of where the, the hairy part, occurs. So, but that's their battle. That's the exotical battle, right? That's not us, the men. We're not sitting here. We don't have that same struggle, right? That's the whole lesbian, gay, exotical battle. They got to compete for the same pookies, right? So she says, I don't identify with white people. Why don't you identify with biracial people? Oh, because Mulatto Vanguard, you're mean. The language you say. Okay, have you listened to what some of these other people say about you? They call you all the slurs and stuff. And I cover all this stuff on my channel. It's just funny, like, they never have anything to say about that. There's no other channel on YouTube, on social media that covers this material. Mulatto. I'm it, baby. I'm it. There's other channels out here, right? Sure, but I mean, they're just barely starting out, and they find a guy like me. It's they've already found me. That's kind of why they're doing their content. But it's like, look, I've been doing this for 3 years, and they've thrown everything at me, but I'm still here. Like I'm always gonna be here. I'm not going anywhere. Shit, I'm gonna travel the whole world. I'm still gonna be with this internet connection and microphone, talking shit to all you fucking savages. You're not gonna get me up out of here. What do you think? And then continue with her comment. I don't understand them. And they don't understand me. Your white mama doesn't understand you. That's tragic. I'm so glad my mom knew how important my dad's mom was and I needed her. Yeah. 9 likes. It's like, well, whatever. Have fun. So you have one black and one white parent. You don't like your white parent. Yeah, that's basically it. And she got a lot of comments here. 27. Let's check it out. No, she apparently doesn't like her white parent. Yeah, she doesn't like her white parent. It's very obvious. Ah, I gotta get my mouse. I got a mouse here. Yeah, I do. I got a mouse. I gotta get this under control here. Mulatto Vanguard, you gotta get your temper under control. Temper's good. Temper's good. I'm just chilling. I'm just vibing. I'm just it's just interesting covering these type of discussions where it's like this is not new. The thing is that our voices, for sure, they're shadow banned, but you have a lot of people who don't understand the severity of the situation, where you cannot allow people who are against you to speak for you, and that's kind of what it's been. Yeah, people who are against you, who are actively speaking for you, how is that working out for you? Right? They want you to acquiesce to blackness. This is what it is. And when we're sitting there like, well, why can't you just be mulatto? Why can't you just be biracial and accept the fact that you are a fusion, a blend of European African? You're an entirely independent entity. Why can't you just be that? They don't want to accept it. They're like, no, you got to pick a side. You got to be black or you got to be white. Right? Ma'am, if you are biracial, you are both races, not just one, which is true. And then this individual, the creator, the lady on the screen, she says no. Yeah, I think I covered that already. She's like, no, no, I'm not both. I'm just black. Okay, like we already know your pathway to blackness is you got to be bastardized by a black male. She knows damn well she's not going to show up to the cookout with a white partner. None of them will accept her. The black females, the queens, like her mama, they're not going to accept her, right? Her mama can do that. She could be a dark skinned Bantu, like a Lupita with the white partner. You go, girl. They'll be cool with that, right? Even like a Meghan Markle, like they'll live vicariously through her. They'll basically try to see themselves through her, like a Meghan Markle. It's a black princess, right? So they'll be cool with that. But it's the black males who won't like her, right? That's why they don't like Holly Berry. They don't like Zendaya. They don't like Sage Steele. They don't like the mulattas who, and all those females have white moms. But regardless, when they choose a white male partner, then the black male community, right? They will basically outcast her, right? Because then they feel like they have to compete with other males for her. When they see that she only deals with black males, they know it's easy. It's just easy. You got a big giant E on your forehead, and then your value is completely fucking diminished. Right. And you got kids, but it's one thing if you're dating the guys or messing with them, they're your friends. Okay, that's one thing. You're an adult female. That's you have liberty, sexual liberty. That's one thing. Nobody cares. That's your business. But when you got kids by these guys and they're not helping you pay the bills, you're a baby mama. It's like, and you got full custody. And it's just, oh my fucking God. And then and then now you're pro mix. You're pro mix now all of a sudden. You're pro mix, but it's like all these years you just wanted to serve blacks and be a part of their group. That's why you had kids by them. It's like I find it hilarious when I find these people and they're so interested in the content I'm doing. It's like, really? I'm gonna hurt your feelings. If not now, it's gonna be later. I'm gonna hurt your feelings. Eventually, and let you know. I'm only doing this shit part-time now because I want to talk some shit. This ain't a full-time thing. I'm not really up here like that full-time yet. It can be eventually. Who knows? Depending on, circumstances, whatever. I really don't really want to be. This is just for me an outlet to connect with mulattoes. I was telling that to Monica when I was in England a couple years ago. I was like, I'm basically fulfilling my entire mission. And I was with Beatrice out there in Brazil. I was like, "Psh, I'm my mission accomplished. I'm connecting with mulattoes around the world. My mission was to connect with mulattoes, create a space where mulattoes have an information network, a think tank. They have credible, reliable information. They can jump and get educated on mulatto history, mulatto politics, general consensus. The other mulattoes, what are they thinking? Let's give an analysis on these comments. What's their observation? What's this about? You have these conversations going on, like that's it. And so I've served my purpose already, so I feel very accomplished in that. I've already done what I've set out to accomplish. So to me now, I'm just like, what the hell? Like, this is just some shit. I'm up here part-time. I don't care. Like if I hurt your feelings, you can go, or please show yourself so I can block you. Yeah, I'm on that time right now. I'm just not. No. Too many of you people think that you can take advantage of biracial men, that we're out here, we're supposed to simp for your dumb ass while you serve Bantus, get bastardized by them, and we're supposed to like support your products and shit. And I'm insulted by that. Like, you know, and they never hit me up to promote it. You better not. You better pay. If you pay me, you're biracial. Also, I'll support, I'll promote it. Yeah. But like, if you dare think I'm gonna promote your shit and you're not paying me, like you're out your fucking mind. Go ask the gay biracial women, the lesbian biracial women. Go ask them to support you. There's a lot of them. They're all over the place. They're really uppity right now with me, but they're all over the damn place. That's pretty much what you got. Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, gay biracial dudes, gay biracial females. They're all over the damn place. Go ask them to promote your products. Okay. And you can't cancel me. You can cry to Bantus and Anglos. You're not going to cancel me. You can try. But if you haven't known by now, I'm too durable. And also, I have nothing to lose, everything to gain. Right? I have nothing to lose. So all you're going to do is help promote me, the brand. It's only going to grow. Okay. White moms often completely undermine the lived experience of their children in spite of the fact those kids will navigate the world as black. Will they navigate as black? Will they navigate as black when a dark skinned Bantu tells them, "You not like us, you a white boy"? Like they're calling Drake, right? Trying to slander Drake, a white boy. So you see how they have this false kind of narrative they try to say. And again, the rainbow flags. She's gay. Look at her. She's in Northwest Arkansas. Well, I don't care where the hell she's from, but she says Afro-Indigenous, Sephardic, or Sephatic, whatever, is a Jew or something. She has a rainbow flag there. She's gay. She's LGBT. Look at the rhetoric. Look at the connection. White moms often completely undermine the lived experience of their child in spite of the fact that those kids will navigate the world as black. They're not going to navigate it as black because the black, dark skinned, Bantu, fat, gay lesbians are going to tell them, "You got a white mom. You not like us." They listen to Kendrick. Yeah, the racist, dark skinned blacks are going to tell these mulattoes that they're white boys, that they're not black like them. See, this gay lesbian female is never going to mention that. Interesting. You don't speak for us, lady. This is why you need a guy like me. You need someone with my voice out here to let you know what's up. Because if you let them control the conversation, they're going to trick you and confuse you and maneuver you into some pro-black gay bullshit that does not serve the straight masculine mulatto man. It does not serve you. The rhetoric they're pushing. They are all a part of the gay pro-black community. And the narratives they're pushing is false, as I've just stated. When these young mulatto kids go to school, these dark-skinned racist Bantus are going to tell them, "You a white boy. You not like us." But you see how she's trying to sit here and say, "Those kids will navigate the world as black." The world, yeah. Take your light-skinned ass to Africa. Let's see how black you really are. Look at the woman on the screen. When I was in Ghana, they called a lady who looked just like her, mulatto lady, just like her. They were calling her white. She didn't like it. She got upset. That's life. They called me a white man out there. That's life. Go to Africa where real black people are, not the conquered slaves. Go there. They're going to let you know you're white. You're not like them. It's a blessing. They're going to let you know what's up. So when you come back to America, you realize, oh yeah, these people are conquered. They're confused. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You got to create your own shit, your own space, your own social media networks, your own think tanks. You got to realize that don't get your information from them. Okay, they serve Anglos and Anglos serve the Jews. So, better create your own network. Period. You're going to figure it out eventually. Exactly this. White mom of biracial children here. I do not understand these white women who have not done the work to try and understand the experience their children will have in the world versus their own. It's not even about you don't love your white side like that. My kids' live experience will, for obvious reasons, be different than mine. So it's my job to embrace, lift them up, and support their Black identity. It's not that hard. Yeah, whatever. So glad my family raised me to know I'm Black woman. Yes, I'm mixed. She's Black first, but she's mixed. Hey, yeah. And again, a rainbow flag. She's a Black biracial, ACAB, which is like all cops are bastards. So she's pro like savagery, pro criminal. She doesn't support the local law enforcement who risk their lives every day to protect your ungrateful ass. She's not pro cop. So we don't agree with that. I'm pro cop. I'm pro police. Fuck all you thugs and savages. Lock your ass up. Get your ass up out of here, you criminal thug fucking savages. I am pro cop. I'm not the extent to the whole blue lives matter and the thin blue line and all that shit. That's a little too radical for me. I don't have any of that, the stickers and all. I see that stuff. I'm kind of like, yeah, it's kind of cringe. They're taking it a little too far, but I am pro cop. I want them to make more money than what they're making. I want them to have more money. They need to be paid very handsomely to do their job, and they need to be held accountable when they fuck up. These dirty ass criminal cops, their ass needs to be held accountable as well. But make no mistake, for foremost, I am pro cop. I am pro cop. But this individual here puts ACAB, which is like all cops are bastards, right? And it's the rainbow flag. She has FDT, which is fuck Donald Trump, I believe, right? The black fist, the rainbow flag. You guys see a correlation here with all these people, these black biracials. They're all fucking gay. You guys notice that? You're being homophobic, Mulatto Vanguard. Okay. That's what they're gonna say, right? Well, you're gay. I mean, you're not straight. Well, what's the deal? Like, I don't get it. Like, why don't you guys have your gay space and be gay? Why is it that they want to be predators and prey on straight people? Why? Right? They already have LGBT spaces. Why can't they hang out over there? But they want to tiptoe and dabble into the straight spaces and they want to like shame you and say you're homophobic. I'm not scared of you people. There's no phobia. I'm not scared of you. It's just, I look at the conversation. This person doesn't speak for us. You have a rainbow flag in your bio. You're gay. You're a female, you're a bisexual, lesbian, whatever the hell you are. Okay, well, you don't speak for the men. That's the whole point why I have a voice here. Because when the whole mixed race discussion, it is oversaturated with biracial, bisexual females and lesbian predators. They're the ones who have dictate most of everything going on within this discussion. So when you have straight men who carry around some balls and say, I don't give a fuck, go ahead and try and cancel me. And these people don't speak for us, guys. They don't speak for us. And I'm just pointing out the correlation. They're black identified. "Yeah, I got a white mama, but my white mama raised me to be black, blah, blah." But then they're bisexual, they're lesbian. Well, what the fuck? Like, you don't speak for me. Pass. Moving on. You don't speak for me. I gotta be blunt. I guess I'm gonna hurt some feelings. I don't know why you people are all up in here and shit. No, this is not for you. All these other mixed channels and spaces on YouTube, Instagram, they're all gay anyways. That's why if they use mixed, see the ones who use mulattoes, they say mulatto this, mulatto that. We're the straight ones. You guys notice that? The mixed people who don't like the word mulatto, they're either gay or they're pro-black. They feel like mulatto, the word, it detaches them from blackness, and they don't like that. See, that's why they don't like the word mulatto, because they're black identified or they're gay, which they're gay. They don't even believe in race in itself. They just want to be, their sexuality is their race. They want to be gay, which is fine. There you have it. Go to the LGBT space, but they creep up over here. That's what's interesting. Like, this is a mulatto centered discussion. Like, it's very interesting. They come over here. It's like, I don't know if I can help you out, bro. I'm probably going to hurt your feelings. Probably will. And you're gonna go cry to the Bantu or to the Anglo. That's cool. Go cry to them. And they're gonna go cry to their Jewish masters. That's cool. Go to them. But we're doing something different over here. All right. This person here says, I'm biracial and have a white presenting children. They're being raised as black. Her children look white, but she's raising them as black. Oh, good for them. Yeah. Let's see how that turns out. Who have white ancestry. To be honest, there are double agents. I never have them reveal that they are biracial, that they have a biracial mom, to allow them a space for people to reveal themselves, morals and character. It's never steered them wrong. They know when they are around the enemy. What, your husband? Is your husband? Yeah, you're white. She's biracial. She's half white and her husband's white. Her kids are white presenting, what, they're quadroons. And she's talking about around the enemy. What, your own family, your own husband? Fucking retard. Because black people know within moments that my kids are raised in a black household. Cool. They can learn the little dances and all the slang. Cool. Biracials can identify as white, but white people will never identify them as white. It's funny. The thing is, over here with the mulattoes, we're not trying to identify as whites. We're mulatto. And we're going to tell all of you because we know the Bantu serve the Anglos, as I said, and the Anglos serve the Jews. So over here, we're just mulattoes who identify as mulatto. Period. That's all there is to it. Facts. The world sees biracial as black, and it's a black person telling you that. Don't you find that cute? And then she has in her username a bougie black girl. So she wears being black. Her whole personality is being black. But this is the same queen who's going to project it onto you, saying, you make being biracial your whole personality. You're one of them white mom biracials because you're proud to be biracial, right? That's what she's going to tell you. That's what they all tell you. They only like the black identified ones, right? And then she puts here facts. The world sees biracial as black. And she capitalizes black and underscores biracial, but she's a fucking black. You're not biracial. You're not one of us. In your username is bougie black girl. It's not bougie biracial girl. If you had bougie biracial girl or bougie mulatto or something like that, I'd be okay. You're cool. I'll give you a chance or whatever, but you're a black girl, which I'm not opposed to. I'm not, I never said I'm not attracted to or whatever. I just don't care. Like, you don't speak for us. You need to stay in your fucking black lane. You're not mulatto. So you need to stay in your black lane over there. That's the point. But when you people get a little too uppity, you want to speak for us. Well, I got to check your ass. Facts. The world sees biracials as black. You don't travel the world. You've never been outside of Alabama or your little shithole, communitah, whatever hood your ass is from. You never been out of there. You're not world traveled. Most of you people are not. It's a very small percentage of black Americans who have a passport who travel. You're not world travelers because you wouldn't be on this TikTok video putting these dumb comments. The world sees you as biracial as black. No, wherever like I just told you, we go to Africa, to Ghana, or even Kenya or Liberia. From what I've heard from other people, they see you as white. You go to South Africa, they'll think you're colored. They're like, well, I'm actually mulatto. I'm not colored, but they'll typecast you as colored. So that's right there, one of the largest continents on the planet, Africa. They're not going to see you as black. In South America, which I've been to, Brazil and Colombia, they're going to look at you and say you're mulatto. Okay, Central America, you're mulatto. So, and the Caribbean, same thing. So don't let this black with their lies try to trick you. I had to cover that because they get a little too uppity when they try to speak for us. You make it harder to go away. She has a lot of engagement. Find one, a lot of engagement. 22,000 followers because her following's black. Like on TikTok, it's basically a gay black app, communist gay black. Like that's the app. You know, the whites, the Anglos, they dominate X. They have all the Nazis and the white extremists are over on X since Elon Musk acquired it. But TikTok is basically communist, black, and gay. So they can be hateful and racist all they want, but you know, everyone else, they basically, shadow ban them and stuff like that, censor them. That's why I'm over here on YouTube the most with my little videos and whatever when I have time to upload and stuff. It's like because I'm realistic. Like I feel like it's more of a common ground. Yeah, there's a lot of creepy stuff with YouTube. You have like bisexual stalkers and shit and creepers and stuff like that. And on YouTube, where I feel like other platforms, they kind of get them up out of here. But the same bisexual stalkers, they're idiots because they've been exposed fully anyways. It's just pretty pathetic. All the information they share about everyone else is like, well, everyone else has your information too. They just haven't shared it yet. It's just all about timing. It's pretty pathetic. But these Fruit Loops, they just want attention. That's what it comes down to. And then person puts here, find one in present evidence. Even Patrick Mahomes isn't called white by white people, and he is as white as they come. Well, he is considered. I already did a video about that a couple years ago, actually, with the Super Bowl, where all these white people were trying to claim Patrick Mahomes, saying he's white as shit. One comment, one white guy was saying Patrick Mahomes is white as shit. Another comment, a white guy was like, man, it's messed up. He's half white, half black. How come if he's half black, he's just black? That's BS. There's a lot of whites trying to claim him because he was winning, the Super Bowl as a quarterback. Yeah, so they'll try to claim some of these people, these whites, if it's beneficial to them. It's not a flex to be colorblind. My skin tone is something I'm proud of. Yeah, you're proud of your skin, so you're a colorist. You got to be a black because you got to like tell yourself that, you know. If you're white, you proud of your skin, your ass burns in the sun, like you got to work. You got to have some expertise, some knowledge, you got to have something that society can benefit. Like most of these other people I see, they either have like IQ they're flexing or some skill set or some knowledge base. Like with whites, what I see is they have some skill sets. They can hunt, they can fish, they have an engineering background, they can build something. That's what they kind of lead with. Where that's what I'm seeing with most of the whites that I see or even I deal with. They're leading with some type of like mental capacity, or they're mechanically inclined, tech savvy. They have some skill set they can offer to other men, that they have an expertise where other men basically consult with them for that skill set. It's not their skin tone, right? Well, on the internet, I'm seeing this whole my melanin, my skin tone, and I'm proud of my skin tone. I see that from a specific demographic that doesn't have shit. And that's what I'm looking at this comment. Just based off this comment, I already know what I'm dealing with here. You don't have shit. That's why you're leading with your skin tone. Nothing wrong with seeing your girlfriend's skin tone. The problem, whatever, invalidating skin tone. I'm not black or biracial. I am raising my sister's 3 kids, and my niece identifies as black. And I did ask her because I don't want to be any type of disrespectful. And you have like dummy white females, let's be specific, who jump into this racist black female page, like trying to like state their case. Stay off it, man. These people are not trying to be your friend or give you advice or be nice. They're trying to humble you. They want an ego boost, trying to punk a white person. If you're a white person, stay the hell away from a black identified biracial and these black pages. They're going to try to use you to punk you for an ego boost. They're not trying to reason with you or understand or even get some information. You want information from them, they want information from you. It's not like a fair trade. No, these people on this page, on this TikTok, they're trying to humble you. Yeah. I tell my biracial children that it doesn't matter how white their mama is, they will always be considered black, even listed as black on birth certificate. Remember, that's what the Ginger the Hut was saying. Well, according to your birth certificate, if it's listed as black, then you is a black, right? Remember her? It's like you got more important issues, ma'am, to deal with than this YouTube shit. Don't make me go there with you. Okay. Now I will protect them with everything I got, even with my privilege, but I can't change how the world sees them. He's a black dude with his white female. So hilarious. Typical. He's gonna confuse his children. The thing is, like his biracial children, he's gonna try to teach his daughters to be black identified so that he can pass them off to a black male, their preference, right? But the black, if he has a biracial male child, son, he's going to basically, he's not going to he'll do so much to try to convince him to be black, but he's going to eventually have to have that conversation and talk and realize that like dark skinned Bantus are going to be jealous of you. You're light skinned, you're mixed. So, you know, he's going to have that conversation. I am a biracial woman who is a product of a black woman. I identify is black, period. My dad and his side of the family are not offended by this, nor do they even question it. Yeah, my mom, as frustrating as she is, still never said a word about how I identify. As a biracial woman, I identify as both because I am exactly that. Yeah. I identify. Yeah, I read that one yesterday. Let me check out a couple comments and kind of move on. Like I said, there's a bunch of comments. I'll just basically share this link. What am I at right now? I'm at an hour into this. I'll basically share this link with you guys. You guys can check out the comments yourself. Because honestly, like I said, this is old discussion. I don't want to be up here all night talking about this crap. I really don't. Shout out to you guys for being here. If you like the content, hit the like button. What are we at? 4 likes, all you fucking hate watchers. Typical. Little fruitcakes and biracial baby mamas hate watching my shit. You don't want to hit the like button. I'm a black mom with biracial kids. They identify as both, but it depends on their exposure. Some, not all, white moms can guide their children because these children usually have something from the black race. Hence, society views them as black. Yeah, society views them as mixed, especially the dark skinned Bantus. That's what you see with Kendrick, right? Another black female saying, I tell my biracial daughter she is both and to be proud, but society sees her as black. Interesting. Yeah. Society sees her as black. Okay. Does black society? So when they say society, they're talking about their master, all the races they're trying to basically get acceptance from. They never talk about black society. That's one critical thing. When these Bantus talk about society sees her as black, they're talking because they're using the framework and mindset of the Bantu. Because the Bantu wants acceptance from whites in non-black society. So that's what they're pushing it, where the society is going to see them as black. Hence, they're talking about their master. But I always ask the question, what about black society? How does black society see them? So you're going to try to get them to identify as black, but they navigate black spaces and circles. Well, how does black society see them? See, she has a daughter. This person here says she has a biracial daughter. Yeah, okay. And then she's going to be the preference amongst the dark skinned Bantu males. It's not going to be the same if it's a male, if it's a biracial male. If she had a biracial male son, yeah, biracial son. It's not going to be the same. Not gonna be saying she's gonna get him in the sports or whatever. Tell tell him to be proud, go to school, and get the fuck away from them. Like, yeah, right. But if she has a biracial daughter, see, she's gonna be pedestalized by Bantu males. That's what you see on the screen with this female here, who did the whole video clip. Yeah, she's gonna be pedestalized and the preference amongst the dark-skinned Bantu males. Right? It's a completely different, basically, experience. Are there similarities? Sure, but when you're dealing with this black context, it's a completely different experience because this is the preference. Now the thing is, they get kind of fucked up in the game because they're going to compete with the dark skinned Bantu female for the dark skinned Bantu male, and that's what you see with the whole exoticals. I'm going to repeat it with the exoticals. That's their whole competition, right? They call them the unambiguous dark skin, whatever. Like, and then you have these ambiguous, right, whatever, with the whatever, females, whatever. Like, they're still serving, sucking off Bantu males. It's the same shit. There are a lot of them. They're gay, so they're competing with each other for the same dusty ass broke black males. That's the thing. When you see these women fighting, I don't need to mention any names. Okay, with the whole exoticals and the black females, and the exoticals are all black females, as far as I'm concerned. They're not mulatto. Okay. So, but you have to understand, to the men listening, when you analyze these females, their channels, whatever, the exotical, I'm talking about the exotical specifically, not mulatto. They are competing with black females for the same broke, dusty black males. Period. All of them. They can talk the lesbo, decenter men talk and all that crap. And that's, they're lesbian one day, the next day they're searching and serving dark skinned Bantu males. It's the same thing. They're all competing for the same males because they get dumped and cheated on by these non-black males, right? Their ringleader got dumped by a guy. The guy would rather whack off to adult films than deal with her ass, But she already said that like a year ago. I already talked about that on this channel. It's not nothing new. Just because some other female has got a bunch of views, did a video talking about it. I was like, man, I talked about that. I watched one of her videos, a couple years ago, and she was basically telling on herself. She was talking about how, she was trying to give an example about a guy who would rather watch adult films, and she was talking about her own personal experience. She already told on herself, man. And that's the thing, like with it, whatever. I don't know where I was going with that. Just talking shit. But nah, they don't they're mad because they're only preferred with the dark skinned Bantu male. Like with the mulatto men, they're gonna make sure your ass has to have some standards here. Yes, you're mulatto, that's good. You're clean, you have good hygiene, good personality, you're proud of yourself. That's good too. But there's other women. Like, I don't understand. It's only the lower standard is the Bantu male. And that's where they get pedestalized. That's why this lady on the screen, why she's fighting so hard to be black identified. Because no other race of man is going to put her on a pedestal. They're not. The Latinos are not. The Asians are not. The Anglo males are not. The Arabs are not. She'll be considered a fetish with all these males, tossed to the side once they're done with her. Okay. No other man is going to pedestalize her than a dark skinned Bantu. And look, if you get good results, I don't care. It's not my problem. Just don't become a fucking baby mama and bring your dumb ass over here to the mulatto space acting like I'm supposed to give a shit about you and support your shitty products. It's not going to happen. You're not biracial or multiracial. If you're one race ethnicity, feel however you want to feel, but for goodness sake, do from time and time tap your brain and yeah, whatever. I'm exhausted reading the comments, girl. They don't want to understand you. I just exposed them. Man, you didn't expose shit. I'm not even going to tag your ass because I really don't care. You didn't expose shit. We already know the game. It's the dark skinned Bantus are gassing you up. Oh, my man's an athlete. He tall, dark, and handsome. About okay, that's cool. Yeah, hopefully he pays your bills. Like I said, I want them to. I want them to support you. That's cool, man. That's cool. It's all good. I'm just telling you. I see a lot of you chicks run up and around here. Once you're a fucking baby mama by them, don't bring your dumb ass over here to my channel because I will clown your ass. I mean, maybe not publicly. I'll sit there and laugh, but it's like, man, you're a fucking baby mama. You need to humble yourself bringing your ass around here. Especially you want to like sell some shitty products like mixed race, proud to be mixed race and blah, blah, blah. But it's like you married into blackness. So you want to use the whole mixed community to sell your products so you can make some money and give it to your black kids? Like, how does that look? Like, I was thinking about that the other day too. Like, it's just so insulting. Some of these individuals like propose these ideas to you. I'm sitting there like, are you fucking kidding me? You're going to play me like this? You owe me. You need to pay me first up front and I'll think about it. Even then, I'm just so insulted by the idea. As a mulatto man, they want to come to you with their black kids and they want you to use your audience. They want you to help them promote some shitty product to sell to mixed people so they can get the residuals and some profit and then give it to their black kids. I'm like, well, this is not what the mulatto community is all about. This is not what we're about over here. This is very despicable. These comments, my white mom had no business having black kids. Look at her. Look at her. Nefertiti. She's an Egyptian goddess, right? She has a white mom, but your ass don't even look black, sweetheart. You look mixed. What the hell are you talking about? you know? Yeah, it's funny. I mix myself and always say, see, it doesn't even make sense for me to go through all these comments. Where we at? An hour into this, a little over an hour. I'm gonna end this one and jump into something else new because it's like it doesn't even make sense. Like we already know what the game is. Like in that whole like click over there, it's like it doesn't even make sense. Like they already have their own space, okay? biracial baby mamas and bisexuals and lesbians, whatever. And then like they're pro-black. And, like they already have their own space and they're black identified. So that's not a space for us. Those of us who are straight men. Do I have to go there? Yeah, I gotta add some clarity. Cause you people get all uppity and then you try to run over up in here and like try to cipher like the audience and act like you're a part of us, but you're fucking gay. Like like this is no.
I think we're onto something.
She says, we're working on it. I think we're on to something. Another video she put, and this is a comment I read the my last stream. She replied to it. And she said right here, listen, my mom is black and dad is white. I hardly get along with white mom biracials. The self-hate is bad. Remember, I read that comment the last stream. Go check out my last stream. Unless I can find it right now on this stream, I can pull it up. Because the lady that she's reading the comment, she's a black mom. She doesn't like biracials with white mom. She's never had been friends with them. That same mulatto married a white man, which is very typical. That's how they are. She has a white daddy. She ended up marrying a white man. She don't like the white women, but she has to sit at the fucking Thanksgiving dinner table with white women because of her white partner. You see how stupid these idiots are with this black female supremacy bullshit? How fucked up in the game they are. That's how dumb they are, man. They want to get with a white guy, but the white guy's got a white mom. He's got white sisters. You're going to be surrounded by more white women than you've ever been in your life compared to that one biracial you don't like because they got a white mom. That's how stupid these idiots are. I was looking through this comment, or the comments, plural, and I can't really find it at the moment. I read it last stream, though. That's the thing. So you guys, yeah, I apologize. You're gonna have to check out my last stream, and maybe I'll timestamp it so you guys will have access to that comment. But I'm looking through it right now. It's the comments on the other video, and I can't find it. So whatever, not a big deal. But yeah, this is so stupid. This lady here who put this dumb comment, yeah, she's married to a white guy. Yeah, typical. So she's going to be surrounded by white females for the rest of her damn life until she gets a divorce. But she doesn't like you biracials with white moms. She doesn't get along with you. She literally put right here, I hardly get along with white mom biracials. Interesting. But she gets along with white people with white moms. You see how twisted and racist and demented. This is a real phenomenon. These anti-white mom biracial racists, these black female racists, even biracials who are racist, who have black moms. You have a lot of them too. Their ass doesn't get called out enough. Trust me, if they want to push me, I'll call their ass out. Because I'm very diplomatic and nice. If you're mulatto, you identify as mulatto, I'm very diplomatic and nice. But if you want to test me, I will bury your fucking ass digitally. Okay. So this channel, I saw this today. It's just kind of, that's why I decided, why not hop up in here? I got enough material to cover now. I saw this today. This was uploaded 2 days ago. One of these exotical channels. It says biracials with white moms. This was uploaded, what, 2 days ago. Okay. Exotical Space is the name of the channel. And yeah. And what was the title? The title is Biracials with White Moms. Listen to this racist hood booger talk about how she doesn't like biracials with white moms. Just listen out of the horse's mouth. Literally, the horse. Listen out of the horse's mouth. Listen.
When I was younger, I used to be very prejudiced towards mixed people who had white moms.
She literally said she used to be prejudiced, racist towards mixed people with white moms. But it's okay because they're dark skinned and they're black. It's okay. They can be prejudiced and racist. It's okay. They're black. They're special victims. But you, Mulatto Vanguard, oh no, you're so racist and anti-black. The politicians don't want to talk to you, Mulatto Vanguard. The mixed people don't want to talk to you, Mulatto Vanguard, right? But they're all going to talk to her, right? She's a racist, doesn't like white mom biracials. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Not light-skinned people, but mixed people with white moms. Your mom.
Not light-skinned people, right? Because a lot of light skins, they serve Bantus. They're subordinates, right? That's why I lay that distinction. We're not the same, okay? But she specifically, even out of the horse's mouth, she said specifically She doesn't like white mom biracials. Interesting. What are you white mom biracials going to do about it? You're going to still allow them to punk you, talk to you like that? Okay, if that's the case, make sure you stay your ass over there. Make sure you unsubscribe and unfollow me on my platforms. There's too many of you mulattoes out here now. I can curate and deal with those I want to deal with. See, maybe 3 years ago, I was very diplomatic. It was like, let's bring people together, blah, blah, blah. After this past 3 years traveling the world, I'm realizing, you know what? I got to thin the herd. I got too many fucking trolls and saboteurs and all this all up in the spot. Let me just get rid of some of you people who really don't belong here. That's kind of where I'm at right now. Where it's like there's too many mulattoes I can deal with. And there's you guys pop up every day, new mulattoes, men and women from different countries. I connect with new people all over the place, all over the planet. That's the beautiful thing about social media. So I'm in a position now, I'm sitting here like, man, I got to be super selective. If I see some funny style stuff, I just got to get you the hell up out of here. Go take your weak ass back over there. Go sell your shitty products to them. I don't want you over here. Okay, I got to be like that right now.
Mama could be Mexican, your mama could be Chinese, Indian, whatever the fuck else. Hell, bitch, your daddy could be white. But if that mama was white, and I'm
You guys see that? That there's a specific racism that they're spewing towards you. She said she don't care what your mama is. She could be Mexican, Indian, Asian, it don't matter. Your dad could be white. But she said if your mom was white, then she's a racist, black racist. Who else is covering this material, talking about this? Remember, I'm the bad guy. I'm the mulatto supervillain. But who else out here is covering this? These people are showing their ass. They're very bold on camera, talking this racist rhetoric. I find it hilarious when I see these biracials with their white moms who will make all the excuses in the world for these fucking racist savages. But they see a guy like me, all of a sudden, I don't want to associate with you. You're too extreme. You're too radical. I'm like, good, good. Don't put a comment. Don't show your ass because I'm going to block your bitch ass. You're too weak for me over here. But it's like they make all the excuses for the racist black. But with the mulatto guy with the microphone, they all of a sudden, oh, it's because this is a kind of a new thing, right? A lot of these mulattoes, they haven't figured it out yet. You're your own tribe, bitch. You don't have to like me. It's not about me. I'm nobody special. It's about the group, the collective, and we're growing. I will be surpassed. That's the goal. I don't want to be here forever. I don't want to be the main guy. Trust me. I got a bisexual stalker fucking obsessed with me, following everything I do. That's why I don't really publicize my travels and shit. As soon as I go to Brazil or DR, this fucking fruitcake is like, he's over there, trying to get with women. It's like gay fruitcake, like worried about what I'm doing. And it's like, so that's the thing. That's what you're exposed to when you're on social media, right? And I want to share with the public, hey, I'm in this part of the world. I'm connecting with people. And it's like, it's part of the journey, but you got a lot of creepers out here who are obsessed, right? So yeah, I don't want to be the main guy with this discussion, but currently right now, it's kind of what it is. There's nobody else comparable that, doing this content. Let's continue on.
22. So when I was younger, wasn't a long time ago. Like when I was in high school, I really used to be prejudiced towards people with white moms. I used to say,
Do you think she's still prejudiced? She said she used to be prejudiced. Well, I'm still going to hold your ass. You're still a racist, prejudiced black. See, because when it's white people, they'll hold that against a white person forever. If a white person says the N word, they're going to hold that to that person forever. One word, right? So this person said when she's on camera, public and proud because they got black privilege. They know they can be racist, scummy, savages, and still like, I'm still a good person, right? If you biracial, you got a white mom, I don't like you, I'm prejudiced. And she still wants to get up here like she's a good person. Any biracial with a white mom that deals with one of these savages who doesn't like you, man, like you just have so much self-hate. As you saw in that TikTok video clip I played, all the comments from these people, it's like, this is crazy. That's why I gotta get rid of you people and block you. You guys are gay and you're pro-black and you make all the excuses. It's not even because you're gay. It's not my business. That I just say that because there's a correlation with how you're anti-straight man, but you're pro-black female. That's the reason why I have this emphasis on this LGBT shit, because you guys are always acquiescent to black female needs, because they're the gayest group in America besides white males, is black females. And they're always acquiescent to their needs. But when it's a straight biracial man, they want to hold you accountable, and like, no, you're not going to hold fucking shit accountable with me, bitch. Go ahead and try it. See how that works out. You're not going to hold nothing over here accountable. I'm going to tell you what it is. But they really have that kind of mindset where it's like, with a guy like me, oh, I don't like your tone and I don't like the language you use, then unsubscribe, unfollow, get your ass up out of here. We don't want you over here. But they never have that energy and smoke for this racist black they see on the screen who doesn't like you merely for the fact that you have a parent. It's not your choice. You have a parent. See, I can choose what words I want to use. And I use the exact words I want to let you people know I'm onto your ass. I'm watching you. I analyze your material, your commentary, your comments, all the dialogues I see. I'm watching all of you. I see it. All right. I'm onto your ass. But yeah, they got the smoke for me, but they say nothing when they see these people with their rhetoric. Very telling. And that's the reason why I'm hypercritical of LGBT. Let me be clear, because like, the thing is, like, there's gay guys and gay and females who like probably they're a part of my like social media networks and the mulatto networks and stuff, and that's perfectly fine. Like, I know they're gonna be offended. I'm gonna lose probably some numbers. That's cool. You guys will be replaced. It doesn't matter. I don't care what you do behind the scenes. If you're a lesbian female, you're a gay male, it's not my business. It's not my business. It's unfortunate. It's not my business, but I see a correlation where it's like, when as I analyze on that page in the comments, the correlation, they're all black, biracial, and I'm just black identified. The world sees me as black. And then they have a rainbow flag in their profile. Why is that? Like, well, why is that? What's up with that? Can somebody tell me? Or am I just a bad guy for pointing it out? Okay. Because they do have an agenda. They're anti-hetero. Not all of them. I'm saying a lot of these people, they're pro-wax and shit, pro-black female. They're anti-white mom, biracial male. And they're anti-biracial, white mom, biracial female, but they want to humble the female. They want to turn out the female, make her gay or something, or lesbian. That you literally have lesbian predators in all these spaces in social media. And they're trying to turn out these females and maneuver them into be lesbian. That's what that whole decentering men shit is about. That's all lesbian shit. Decenter men, you know. But they still want men's money, and they still want to put makeup on and compete with other women for male attention. It's like, but these are like lesbians. Is, you know, fuck, man.
Sad at them, look at them differently than the rest of us, until I started to feel for them. Until I got an understanding of what they actually went through, the good and the bad. Some had moms who didn't know how to raise a black child or explain to them, or trying to find
How to raise a black child. If they have a white mom, they're not a black like you. We don't look like you. There's no mulatto woman that looks like you. They don't have the same features. They don't have the same skin tone. They don't have the same mannerism. Critically important. I see mulattoes who are about, they don't have the same mannerisms as you. They're not, they have the same skin tone, the same everything. They're not the same as you. That's why I do these side by sides. You know, and like I said, the guy who started it, shout out to him, that I saw, the biracial awareness, I just basically kind of piggybacked off what he was doing with the side by sides with the mulatta, Bantu. And it's like, we don't look the same as you. So, but she's still trying to push that one drop rule shit on us and say we're black. This is what they do. But then they want to kick you out when it's convenient. And I tell mulattoes, why do you accept that? Why not just take your history, take it back, develop your own brand, develop your own, you know, social media, your own networks, and just take your shit back. Claim it. Claim the mulatto for you. That's yours. I'm not special. I'm just one guy. I mean, I think some people kind of get turned off with the whole mulatto thing. I don't own none of this shit. My whole thing is to give a voice to people. The whole mulatto vanguard, yes, that's mine. I own it. I developed it, but the whole thing, like, with you claim to be mulatto, like, go ahead, just make sure Bantus don't steal it, because the issue is now you have people who say they're light skinned black. They're not really light skinned, let's be honest, but now they're trying to claim this mulatto stuff, right? Because and they're basically the Bantu interlopers, light skinned saviors, and Bantu interlopers who are trying to steal the whole mulatto consciousness and claim it and give it back. It's for the FBAs. The Africans are not doing it. Got to be clear. It's the AAs, the FBAs, the slaves. They're the ones who are trying to take it and give it back to Bantus. The whole mulatto movement, right?
that balance and teach them how to be black, because she's a white woman. And then there are those who had white moms who were assholes coming from
Okay, and there's ones who have black moms who are assholes. And I'm not specifically speaking about biracial people or mulattoes with black moms. I'm speaking about full black, monoracial black people. You got black moms, you're assholes. Not saying all of you. I'm saying a lot of you are. Just like you're trying to put that stereotype on us that we got white moms or assholes. Yeah, I'm putting it back on your black ass. There's a lot of you. You got black moms, you're assholes. You don't know how to act. So that's where we're at right now. What goes around comes around. Deal with it.
racist backgrounds, have an identity crisis.
Nobody has more of an identity crisis than you people. You're literally conquered slaves. 90% of you work for Anglos. You serve Anglos. You're always shucking and jiving, skinning and grinning in their face. You love white people. None of you people admit it and are honest with yourself. You live for white validation. That's the difference between mulattoes and you. We're not the same. We don't live for white val. We compete and challenge whites. That's why a lot of the Anglos hate us, because they're upset with the fact that we don't act like you Bantus, that we compete with them for power and prestige in society. They hate when they see guys like Eric Holder or Barack Obama or Kamala Harris or even Meghan Markle. They're upset when even Zendaya, they're upset. They see these mulattoes. They're like, these mulattoes, they think they're better than whites, or they're competing with whites. A lot of white people don't like mulattoes because we compete with them. That's what you Bantus don't. And that you just want their acceptance and validation. Yeah, we're not the same.
I genuinely I genuinely feel for people who are not just people who are mixed with white moms, but I feel for mixed people who are mixed with white in general.
You see that, the fake kind of sympathy I feel. I mean, it's so pitiful for these savages to think this way. It's very disgusting. Like, I feel sorry for you. Like, the fake kind of sympathy, I feel sorry. Oh, it's, you're half white. Like, we're not the same as you people. I do the side by sides. I haven't done it in several months. Just there's so much shit I got to do, honestly. I got to take this seriously, man. Eventually I'm going to take this to the next level, and it's going to blow people's minds. I got to really take it seriously and expand the audience and grow this whole network. But that's on me. It just I'm going through something in life. Like I said, my goal right now is basically just to work so I can travel and shit. That's it. I want to see the world. I know I've been lied to. The one drop rule is very strong in America, but we're destroying this shit. I'm right here in the empire, and we're destroying this one drop rule shit one day at a time. I'm doing my part. What are you doing? To you mulattoes listening, you pussy ass mulattoes serving Bantus, what are you doing? What are you doing to dismantle the one drop rule? Instead of clapping back at your boy, and I don't like his tone, and he's a racist, and blah, blah, blah. What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Don't worry about what I'm doing. Ask yourself, look in the mirror. What are you doing? All right. To denounce the one drop rule. How about that? Start with that. What are you doing?
But especially those with white moms, because I feel like they are.
Especially us with white moms. She feels sorry for us. She's gay. I mean, I can already tell this lady here she's gay. A lot of them are gay. A lot of black women are probably some of the gayest demographic in the country. Like, I don't need your sympathy. What are you talking about? You feel sorry for us. This is all cope. Nobody, no mulatta with dignity and a white mom would ever trade shoes with you, ma'am. Let's be real. Stop the fucking cap. This is a bisexual gay female. It's very obvious. It's not even just like the little nasal piercing she has here. It's like, is she out of her mind? Is she tripping? Like, is she's very like she's telling herself this? Like she feels sorry for mixed people with white moms. Who the fuck would ever trade their place to look like you and be you? And people talk all this shit about me. I love it. You're bald, you're short, and you're broke, you know. Like it's like, okay, but none of you fruitcakes are on camera. Like the people who talk shit about me, like I said, I'll have respect for you if you're cammed up talking shit. But like my detractors, there's a bisexual stalker guy. He talks a lot of shit about me. But it's like, pussy, you're never on camera. Yeah, we know what your ugly ass looks like. You got pictures from your little failed career and all this stuff out there, but like you're not on camera. You talk all this shit about me. You're not on camera, pussy. I don't know. You talk all this shit. That's cool, bro. But you're not on camera, pussy. It kind of falls on flat ears. And that's the thing. Like you see this with this individual here. I would never trade places with her. Nobody would, men or women. None of the women who have self-respecting, they're not. Who would trade their place with her? But it's just this cope talking like she feels sorry for us. Really? I'm insulted by this pitifulness.
outcasted, and it was once by me. And I honestly feel bad for treating y'all that way because y'all can't help it. And though y'all are not fully black, y'all are white too, but y'all are black. Y'all are
Y'all are white too, but y'all are black. You're not fully black. My whole thing is, look, mulattoes, stay the fuck away from these racist people like this, right? Right? She's clearly racist, has a prejudice. She's upset about white women. Stay away from these people, right? I'm not telling you to come over here, come to my channel, right? I don't care. I don't give a shit. There's always going to be some mulatto who's going to ask questions, who's going to be curious. They're going to stumble and find my channel. Hey, there's people who I've been doing this for 3 years. They find my channel, they like it for about a month or two, and then they bounce. They realize it's not for them. That's cool. I'm glad you came. Sayonara, we won't miss you. There's a new chick, a new mulatta, okay, who's going to come around, replace your ass. It's been happening for 3 years. No problemo. There's always somebody else who's going to want this information. So I'm not going to lose any sleep over it, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not the best guy. I'm just a dude with a microphone, a voice. I never claimed to be the best. I'm just human. Okay. And I will not allow these other people to speak for us. The mulattoes have the microphone now. I'm just one guy with the microphone. My goal is hopefully other people will have their voices amplified.
still one of us, even if it's not as a whole. Y'all still one of us. And I got a lot going.
And she said, y'all still one of us, meaning she wants you to be a subordinate, be underneath them. Once you challenge them, you have a different opinion. Shout out to the cat El Mulaton in his video. Love his short video he made. The best short video I've seen on social media as far as mulatto content. What he said in the video was like, it's not acceptance when you have a difference of opinion. And he had the image of Sage Steele there, right? Perfect video. Shout out to El Mulaton, because that's the thing. Once you have a different opinion with them, then they try to outgroup you like a Sage Steele. They keep trying to say Sage Steele is anti-black. None of them have any type of receipts or evidence to position that female as anti-black. That's why you can't take these people seriously, because they call everyone anti-black if they don't agree with you, especially as Sage Steele. You know, like they call her, a couple of these pro-wacks, they call her anti-black. But yet she has a good relationship with her father. How is she anti-black? Because they can't conquer you. When they can't conquer you, they want to demonize your image and slander you and smear you. So, and this woman's trying to push their, I don't even call her a woman. She's this female, basically trying to push that one drop rule, saying, you're still us. You're still our people. I don't claim you. You ain't my people. I don't need you over here.
Going on with TikTok right now surrounding the topic of colorism and biracial light skinned women and this and that and the third. And I did make a video saying that y'all are only half the part. It's true. Y'all are. But that doesn't mean that I still don't accept y'all for the part of.
See, she accepts you if she can turn you out, because she's LGBT. So she wants biracial women to basically know their place in the relationship. She wants to be the stud in control, and she wants to punk. But it's very gross, but it's very real. You have a lot of these lesbian LGBT predators who want to punk and humble biracial people who got white moms. Like, with the males, with guys like us, they can't do shit. See, they try that with Drake. And I shared a community post, like, they're calling Drake a colonizer, that he was raised by a white mom in Canada. And then Drake goes out to a country concert in Houston, Texas with Morgan Wallen, who's like the biggest country star. And these fucking blacks are still crying, saying Morgan Wallen's racist. I'm like, you bitches have been talking shit about Drake for the past year. And now Drake is going wherever he's accepted, and they're still hating. See, they're racist. When are the mulattoes going to wake up? They're all going to call every one of you anti-black. I already told you this in my last couple streams. You just wait. You think, oh, it's the mulatto vanguard. I don't like your language. I don't blah, 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 blah. You bring your biracial ass up here and you do this mulatto content. You be the nicest, softest butterfly all you want. You just wait. They're going to call your ass anti-black like they call everybody's ass anti-black. If you're not bowing down to Bantus, that is the one thing they tell you is you're anti-black. You just wait. You think it's just me. You think it's just about none of you mulattoes, none of you biracials, your ass ain't even up here long enough to produce any type of content. You just keep plowing away. Go do your little softy little biracial affirmations. Go do your content. Yeah, keep plugging away. I'm watching all of you people. Keep doing it. You think I'm a bad guy? You think I'm so radical the language I use? You keep doing it. Eventually, they're going to let you know you're at sea because you don't identify with them. Because you identify as mulatto, you identify as biracial. The same thing they did to Sage Steele. They're going to tell you you're anti-black because you're not going to allow them to punk you and conquer you. So you think I'm a bad guy right now. You just wait. You're going to get your wake-up call. You could be the nicest person in the world. They're going to tell you you're anti-black. The only ladies they allow in is if they can bastardize them and make them baby mamas. Those are the ones they allow wiggle room for. Once they realize they got black kids, they're baby mamas, they've been bastardized into blackness, then they accept them. That's it. That's it. I've been here long enough. I've seen the trends. This is how it works.
Of y'all that is similar to me, y'all are still black. Y'all just are white too. But yeah, like I genuinely feel for y'all and I love y'all.
I love y'all. I feel for y'all. I used to discriminate y'all. Fuck your fake love and sympathy. I don't want you people around me. Fuck out of here. Anti-black equals not pandering, kissing ass. Basically, you win the comment for today. That's all it is. He says, what is anti-black anyways? Not allowing them to punk you and humble you. That's anti-black. Liberal black women are the biggest supporters of gay men. Yeah. And then the sad part is the gay men have like a safe haven amongst the liberal black females. Like liberal black females have created spaces where these perverts, these gay black males, feel comfortable and safe amongst their circles. And they've created a basically, they create a situation where they feel safe. And that's a big issue. And there's always a common denominator with these gay black males is they're surrounded by black females. That's their audience. That's their network. That's who they work for, the information they all share with each other on shit stick alley, these gang stalking black extremist networks, right? This is what it all is. And they protect, like, see, and that's the thing. And they have to fight their battles. They cry colorism. They talk crap about black males, and they all the same crap. They cry featureism, colorism, right? They have to take on those talking points in order to gain favor and safe cover with black females, but they hide under black females. They're not in black male spaces because they'll be fucking eaten alive. They're not in any other, the straight men don't respect them. They're not in any straight male space. Why? Unless they pretend to be hetero, which they can only do that for so long. But yeah, the safest place for them to be their authentic gay self is within black female spaces. That's where they get the protection from. And the black females will turn a blind eye and make all the excuses and all this stuff, right? It's sad because they're competing with these females for the same dudes. They want like straight men, right? Because they're gay. Like, why don't there's LGBT channels, LGBT community? Like, they got a big community. And especially, it's like, man, in the United States, there's so many gay communities, man. I remember one time I was driving through the Pacific coast, and I went to Seattle for a day, and I saw all these gay flags and these businesses, these buildings, the rainbow flags. I'm like, they have a whole damn network, a whole community. I drive up to Portland. I was like, you go to these major cities in the United States, they got these rainbow flags outside of their businesses and stuff and establishments. Like, they have these little communities in major cities. I just remember that. Of course, San Francisco, we all know that city, you know, in the Pacific coast. But yeah, you go to San Francisco, and then you have Portland, Oregon, and like Seattle, Washington. And it's like even Vancouver. I think when I was in Canada, Vancouver, they had some rainbow flag. Like, it's all over the damn place. You go to these big cities, you see these rainbow flags, and you're sitting there like, they already have their own communities, man. They already have their own business networks, but they want to prey their predators on straight people. Not enough straight people clap back. Why? They don't want to be typecasted as homophobic or anti-black. You guys are pussies. And you make it hard for the rest of us because you allow these people to fester and harass the rest of us. Sometimes Katie puts, when you don't allow them to project their generational trauma, internalized racism, that's anti-black. Exactly. They project that, like you said, generational trauma and their internalized racism. I love the way you worded this, is accurate. They have internalized racism. Where that lady was up there, I apologize. She's not a lady, female. Okay. She's sitting there acting like, I feel sorry for you, like pity you. It's like very pathetic, like flexing, like her racism. Like, what's there to feel sorry for it? No mulatto that I've ever seen or talked to that's self-respecting would ever trade places with that thing. But she fixes her lip to act like she feels sorry for us. Please, nigga, please. Feel sorry for yourself. No one wants to trade places with you. And they hate that you say that. You remind them of their place. Because they try to come out here acting like they're better than you and shit. Like, who gassed you up? These pussy ass biracials, bitch ass biracials, gas them up. You saw in that whole TikTok video, they're all jumping in the comments. They're the ones who gassed you up, made you think you're special and shit. Fuck out of here. These Bantus wish they had privilege. Oh, wait, they do. Yeah, they have the privilege to be racist and then cry racism. What it is, though, with the Bantu is that they get away with racism a lot more than other groups. Because Mexicans are racist, they get called out. We know the number one demographic that gets called out for racism is whites. We know that. That's historically, right? Because of historical kind of ramifications, right? So white people get basically, there's a microscope on them. They get called out the most. People make YouTube channels and social media posts. They will record like a racist white person wherever in public, at a restaurant or wherever, and like they'll get thousands of views just recording a video of some racist white person, right? Everyday life, right? They'll get thousands of views. So like that stuff is amplified. Like there's like a microscope over them. They get made well aware of their racism. It's a lot of these Bantus who, like, their racism gets unchecked. And I just played the video. She literally said she was prejudiced openly. Her ghetto ass laying on her couch or bed, whatever, talking to, like, very comfortable, nonchalantly, how she doesn't like biracial white moms. What I find hilarious is not even her, the Bantu. It's that these pussy bitch ass biracials who have a problem with me in my language, my tone delivery. These bitches, they have an issue with me because I'm a straight man, but they'll let a racist black like that be racist towards biracials, white moms, and they won't say shit. They're not going to do a reaction video. They're not going to do any commentary on it. They're going to be quiet. They're going to keep their weak hoe ass quiet. But behind the scenes, they'll talk a lot of shit about me, about your boy. I don't like his delivery. He has an attitude, a chip on his shoulder, anti-black. He's homophobic. They're going to talk a lot of shit about me. Why? Because I'm a biracial man. I'm a straight biracial man. I'm going there right now. because not enough people talk about this. These people are too comfortable. They're too comfortable, and not enough people are checking their ass. But when you got a guy like me who checks their ass, all of a sudden I'm the bad guy. Nah, I'm done with all of you. I'm done with all you. You guys are lucky that this shit is part time for me. Fuck out of here. I'm done with all this. I'm sick of it. All they want to steer mulattoes to be altruistic, exactly, and expecting of all other people, but not expecting ourselves. Yeah, altruism. Yeah. Like you said, I put that, you kind of like corrected me, checked me with that post I did with Tom Morello. I like Tom Morello as a guitarist. I like Rage Against the Machine. I'm not gonna lie, he's a good guitarist. But yeah, I just posted that post with Tom Morello because I'm a fan of his music. But yeah, the political shit, I don't agree with him. Yeah, he's full of shit. He's like a liberal shill. And like you said, it's that altruism. He's fighting for immigrant rights and like he's like virtuous. Yeah, it's lame. It's lame. So I'm with you on that, Bunny. I don't support these weak ass altruistic mulatto stances. Yeah, I like the creativity as far as a guitarist. He's one of the best, Tom Morello. But yeah, that was just as super weak, that altruism. So yeah, I'm with you on that 100%. You said black women are obsessed with white moms, biracial children. Yeah, they need to shut the hell up and mind their black business. That's what they need to do. FBA is too busy trying to stop Latinos from saying the N-word. Yeah, they're not going to stop shit. You got Asians saying the N-word. They're not going to say, they're trying to tell the biracial dude Drake, you can't say nigga no more. It's like, yeah, they have no power to stop anything. Black mom and biracial kids are failing. I don't know about that. It's a general statement. Black mom, biracial mulattoes with black moms are welcome over here always. And for the ones who might kind of be on the sidelines, they're probably tuning in or they're afraid, like, look, this is not a conversation about you. It's about the black community and how they weaponize biracials against one another. That's what this conversation is about. Black people will weaponize other mulattoes against the rest of us to try to destabilize us. And we see how the males in the black community do that. How they tried, like Charlemagne the Fraud was like, oh, he's cool with light skinned women. He has no problems with light skinned women. It's just the men. He said he never roots for light skinned men. Like, isn't this a black racist savage? This is a guy who interviewed the former president, Joe Biden. They allow, like, this is what I'm saying. This is the whole media apparatus at the highest level. They allow a black racist piece of shit like Charlatan the Fraud to jump up here and talk crap about biracial men and light skinned men. But he's cool with the women. You guys know, and I don't see enough of you men call that shit out. The one dude I do see, light skin history, shout out to him. I respect his channel. I respect what he does because he calls it out. He's not on camera. It'd be good if he was on camera, if he was really a light skinned dude, and we don't know. But like, the fact is, he calls it out. He does commentary. I just don't see anybody else like really checking these fools. Charlatan the Fraud. He's cool with the light skinned women, but he doesn't like light skinned men. Why are these people so comfortable saying this shit? And why don't light skinned men or biracial men boycott these fucking savages? Why don't we just get rid of them? Create our own spaces, our own networks. Let's just get rid of them. They're not supporting us. They've already boycotted us. That's what you people don't seem to understand. They're not supporting us. They're not cash apping us. They're not supporting our businesses. They've already boycotted us. They're trying to diminish our sexual marketplace value. They're snitching on us to white people. All these fucking doxers. You got these black bisexual doxers and shit. They're already snitching on all of us to white people, calling our employers and shit. They're already snitching on you to whites. They're already doxing you, harassing you. Like, and they're already boycotting you. What do you have to lose? They're not supporting you. That's why I understand. Like, and you're still sitting there on the sidelines trying to figure out, oh, what should I do? They're already boycotting you. You have to cut off access from these individuals. I can tell they're different just by looking at them. The biggest indicator is their hair texture. Yeah. Yeah, they have Bantu features. They don't look the same as us. Dissenter men has fallen off deaf ears. 4B, yeah, 4B movement, dissenter men. Dissenter men is just like lesbian kind of whistleblowing, right? It just sounds gay. Dissenter men. It sounds lesbo. Like who else would say that? I first heard that. Like that just sounds gay. It sounds lesbian. Like dissenter men. What? You're gonna decenter me? Really? A man? What the hell did I do to you? I don't care. I don't care. I mean, just you're gay, you're lesbian. That's okay. Good. Get out of my shit. No, but they still want you to pay. They want they still want you to pay. They want you to support their lifestyle, but they want to decenter you. Okay, let's see how well that works out. It's just gay fem cells and shit pushing that crap. Uh I could go on a panel and analyze the flaws of that series. What series you talking about? That's why that stupid character in Mixish was called Rainbow. I never seen that Mixish show. It's like a black show or something, or a gay show, whatever. Mixish. A mulatto ex NBA player named Blake Griffin was called by some. Yeah, I know Blake Griffin. Yeah, black dad, white mom. Yep. And they don't like guys like that. Yep. Blake Griffin. ACAB originally means the system has a problem, not end the concept of law enforcement. People always take it too far. Yeah. You don't have law enforcement. You have a bunch of savages and anarchy and mob rule and chaos. No, you need cops. You need good cops. The cops got to be held accountable, but they also need to be paid well. They need to be compensated. They have a tough job. I'm up here talking shit on the internet, but you got cops patrolling the street. The street I live on. There's 2 cops who live on my street. I feel mighty safe. I am super pro cop. Super pro cop. That doesn't mean I excuse their behavior, but I support them. Would I want to be a cop? No. I've been, there's been offers, even recently, a couple years ago, like offers to be a sheriff and shit. I'm good. Nah. I've had these offers. Nah, it's too stressful. I applaud them for it. It's a tough job. You deal with the worst scum of society. You got to clean up the streets, get rid of the scum, And it's sad. There's some cops who are that scum. They turn into that, right? Being on the job and stuff. So I'm not excusing the bad ones, the bad apples, etc. But they've kind of popularized, I think, in a way, within the black circles, of popularized being like anti-law enforcement and stuff, and not collaborating with law enforcement. And then you just have savagery. You have a bunch of crime, criminality, no accountability. It's just excuses, excuses, excuses. I don't want to live in that type of environment, that society. I don't. I want to live in a society where I can make money, have an easy lifestyle, and I can decide to travel whenever the hell I want. That's basically where I'm at right now. Where am I going to go to next? I might go to Asia next. Where am I going to go to next? I was in South America, Central America. Costa Rica was very nice. I want to go back. Colombia was nice. Panama was nice. Yeah. I'm going to go back to Brazil. Say what's up to Beatrice. I love Brazil. So yeah, where am I gonna go next? That's what I'm thinking about today in my head while I was working. Like, where am I gonna go next? How much is it gonna cost? Let me see how I can plan for it. But yeah, I'm pro cop. Even when I was in Colombia, there's like a situation there with like one of the locals, one of the cops, Colombian cops, like told the local to do something, like pick that up or go do. I was just walking down the street doing my shit, and I just ended up like helping him out and like picked it up. Like I didn't give a shit. Just like as a citizen, I was a tourist. But in Colombia, and the local guy kind of looked at me and like smiled and like wanted to talk. Yeah, because he probably realized I got some money and shit. Started speaking to me in English. Where you from? Where you from? De donde eres? And no, but I'm saying I'm pro cop. If I'm in England, I'm in France. I had a student from France, and I remember I told the lady, like, when I was in Paris, like there were a bunch of cops I saw. I was surprised that there were the police presence in the areas, the streets that I was walking down was very heavy. And I told the lady that I felt very safe, that there was a bunch of police there, police presence in Paris. And she had a different opinion on that, right? Just, I guess, whatever her socialization, because there's a lot of liberal types, extremist liberal types in Paris and France. So she didn't look at it as being a good thing. But to me, I just told her, like, I felt very safe. as an American tourist walking in Paris, and I saw these cops in Paris. I was like, man, I was like, yeah, these you guys are my friends. I'm happy you're here. Shit. I'll buy you coffee. Like that's how it is everywhere. Like I say, and when I was in Colombia and I see the cops, like I'm happy to see you guys. I'm pro law enforcement wherever I'm at. So I just wanted to lay it out there. Let me continue on. They like the attention dark-skinned black men give them, like the lady on the screen. Yeah, because they're pedestalized. They don't have to work as hard. They can just be a lazy fat pig with no makeup on, her hair looking whatever. And then dark-skinned Bantu is going to treat her like a princess, right? Right? She could be a lazy pig, messy and shit. And I'm not saying she is. She's very attractive. Like I said, aesthetically, the mulatto aesthetic, she's on fleek, like the preference. But mentally, like, especially she has she's a baby mama by them. It's just, yeah. Go talk to someone else. Okay. But yeah, the thing is that the attention she's going to get, she's a preference amongst the dark skinned Bantu. So, and they will basically, they'll have an agreement, a deal. It's like they'll protect her from the aggressive, angry, dark skinned Bantu female, but she has to basically spread her legs and be bastardized by the dark skinned Bantu male. That's the agreement that they have. They don't publicize it, but their behavior suggests that this is what's going on. So they have an agreement, yeah. And she's going to get pedestalized and worshipped more by the Bantu male than other men. Like I said, with me, it's like, well, as far as the looks, like you qualify 100%. You have the looks, but then we're listening to how you talk. Like you're pro black women. You don't like white mom, biracials and shit. And we're sitting there like, well, wait a second, bitch. You got to correct yourself. This is not good. Right. So other like men, we're going to basically we're going to have some higher standards. Right. And then, like I said, with white men, they're not going to let her talk shit about their white mom and white sister and white, nieces and all this crap. They're like, wait a second, ho, you know your place? Like other races of people, they're going to have higher standards. That's the thing. But the Bantu males not going to have any standards. Just give them just sexual access. And they'll pay for your crap and pay for this, blah, blah, blah. And that's cool. She won't even require a ring. Not going to give her a ring. But like I'm saying, once you're a baby mama by those men, you better start to self-reflect, work on yourself. I encourage you to go back to college, get your money right or whatever. But my whole thing is just don't come to the mulatto men asking for anything. Please don't. When you're dealing with those dudes, don't come over here. Don't make it easy for me to clown you. Just don't, because I don't want to. Just don't make it easy for a guy like me to clown your ass. Oh, Val's in the chat. Shout out to Val. Charlemagne knows who to pull strings on. He stood still, damn near shook out his seat when Birdman went up to him and told him, put some respect on my name, to Bantus on it. Oh, I think I saw that. That put some respect on my name shit. He got checked. Let me play that clip. I have that. I could pull that up, I mean. Charlemagne the Fraud. Yeah, he's always talking shit on light skins, isn't he? What about when Birdman ran up on his ass? What happened? He told that fool, put some respect on my name. Didn't he? Yeah, let me pull that clip up. I remember that clip. I remember that shit. He told him, put some respect on my name. Charlemagne didn't do shit, did he? Punk ass. Yeah. Yeah, let me play this real quick. Yeah. Yeah, you got one Blasian. You got one like mulatto looking dude here. They're all squares. I don't watch this shit. They're all shills. This is a low IQ people watch this. I'm doing this for basically research purposes, mulatto content. But I saw a comment right now, so I'm going to cover this. But yeah, the people who are like subscribers to the Breakfast Club, who are regular watchers, we can say subscribers, it's a low IQ crowd. Liberal shills or liberal center, low IQ crowd. We all kind of know that and get that, right? The low IQ hood boogers, they watch this stuff.
Yes, sir. I want to start this shit off straight. Y'all ready? Yes, sir. I want to start this shit off straight, telling all three of y'all stop playing with my name.
He said, all three of y'all stop playing with my name.
Go on there. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name.
Let's do it on camera.
Stop playing with my name.
Let's
I ain't
go
gonna
right
say it
on
no
there.
more. Nigga, when my name come up, respect it.
Let's go.
He had to put them glasses back on. He said, put some respect on my name. This is kind of funny, man. When I first saw this, I did laugh at this because he G-checked these fools. These little buster disc jockeys, shock jocks, and shit. They're giving all this commentary on all these rappers, but none of these people are rappers. Charlemagne, he ain't no rapper. DJ Envy, he ain't no rapper. But they act like their opinion matters. Like you're not even in that craft of rapping. I don't even listen to the Birdman. I'm not a fan of I don't like Lil Wayne. I'm not a fan of these guys. I like Outkast. They're from Atlanta. They're Southern rappers. Whether they're Southern rappers, I'm not really a fan of T.I. I'm a West Coast dude, so obviously, but I like the East Coast. I like a Tribe Called Quest, KRS-One. I like, I like good rappers, but I'm a little biased, like for the West Coast. I like for sure Drake. I'm not gonna fuck with that punk Kenny. I don't like that Mark. But this dude right here, Birdman, I don't listen to his stuff, but I just thought it was good with the integrity how he checked these fools. They want to give all this commentary on hip hop and shit, and they're not rappers.
Go.
Stop playing with my fucking name. All three of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlemagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
He done cursed us out. Tell him, get it off.
This dude's such a mark. Charlemagne the God. Charlatan the fraud. Dude's such a mark. Remember, guys, he's cool with the light-skinned females. He got no problems with the light-skinned females. No problems. But it's the men he's got problem. He never roots for light-skinned men. Why is this buster getting paid and got a job? That's the real tea. Because biracial people, they're not on his ass. Biracial people are too much being pussies for Bantus. Yeah, I said it. What the fuck are you going to do about it?
Your chest, Birdman.
I said it already. I ain't gotta talk no more.
Because I don't understand the angle. Like what?
I said it already.
So why come here?
I did it already.
Something caught my attention. Look right here. Respect my vote. The black fist. You guys see that? What's next to that? Respect my vote. Black fist. What? Who are you going to vote for? Kamala Harris, Hillary Clinton, all the Democrats. That's who you're going to vote for. Right? And make no mistake, I am not MAGA. I am not pro MAGA. I did not vote for Trump. I am not MAGA because I already know what time it is with them. But when I see the liberal shill shit, I see the liberal shill shit. And that's what I'm seeing here. Look what it's next to, this rainbow flag. You guys see that? Remember you saw earlier with the whole, like the black biracial, and you look at their profile, they got the rainbow flag. Look at this whole Breakfast Club. Look at what's in their studio. They got all these Bantu rappers. They all got sunglasses on and shit inside a building with their chains and all this stuff. They got respect my vote, Black Fist. They got the rainbow flag. You guys see a coincidence? You guys see a correlation here? Anti-mulatto, anti-white mom, biracial, right? Pro-gay, pro-black, pro-hood booger culture, anti-light-skinned men. And that's why the light-skinned men identify with what I'm saying. That's why a lot of the light-skinned men, they tune in, they subscribe. And I tell you guys, we're not the same, bro. Mulatto men, biracial men, we're not the same as light-skinned black men. We're not. Okay? But a lot of you guys, you respect that, you understand that, but you still subscribe, because you understand that there's an overlap, that we do have a lot in common. You see how the dark-skinned supremacists, how they're pro-light-skinned female, but they're anti-light-skinned man. You should be very bothered by that. You should basically get the fuck out of their community. To me, that's not my people. My people don't treat me like that. Does that make sense? But a lot of people, they've been conditioned. You see with these weak ass biracials, they've been conditioned to be punked by Bantus. They allow them to talk any type of way they want, talk about their white mama and talk shit, and they want to like beg for acceptance. I'm like, That could never be me. I'd rather be the villain of the story. That couldn't be me.
Cause I don't understand the angle. Like what? Like what?
Said it already.
So why come here?
I did it already. I'm here. So what's happening?
I mean, it's all good, but I'm saying
here.
why?
And I'm here. What's happening?
That does kind of make me chuckle because it's funny. These guys said, "I'm here, so what's happening? I'm here already."
I'm all good, but I'm saying why come here just to curse us
what's
up?
happening, man? I wanted to see you. I wanted to talk to you, your man, in your face.
Absolutely.
You understand me? I knew a few places you was at. I could have pulled up, but I don't think that was gangster.
He said, "I saw a few places you rap. I could have pulled up." I'm just playing. This is old clip, guys. I'm just playing it because it does kind of make me chuckle because this dude just straight up who banging in the studio and shit on this Mark, this punk, Charlatan the fraud, which I know we're all happy to see. How the hell does that guy have a microphone and a job? Talk and just this is the light skin hate. Like, and he got light skin guys like DJ Envy's the biggest punk because he's an enabler. DJ Envy's a bigger punk than Charlatan because he enables it. You know that dude is like anti-light skin, anti-biracial man. But you sit there and just caca and like that's like how they get acceptance in the black community. They have to like humble themselves and accept all the light skin jokes. But when you make dark skin jokes, they call you racist, right? They call you anti-black. That's what they call me. I make a dark skin joke or a black joke, but I'm anti-black, I'm racist, right? But they can make jokes on you, and that's perfectly okay. Man, a lot of you guys are just some punks, man. That's why I want you people to show your face so I can block your weak ass.
I wanted to come look you in your face like a man and tell you how I feel.
Okay.
You understand me? Straight up like a man.
So what's the issue?
No sugar. Ain't no issue. If it was an issue, you'll feel me.
He said, there ain't no issue. If there's an issue, you feel me, homie.
I just come to let y'all know, stop, put some respect on my name. You understand me? When y'all saying my name, put some respect on it.
Did you pull up on Ross that way or Trick Daddy?
Man, I'm pulling up on you, nigga.
I remember this shit makes me laugh when I watch it because I remember when I first saw this, when the dude asked him if you pulled up on Ross, he's like, man, nigga, I'm pulling up on you, bitch. That makes me laugh, man. I love the energy that this dude's giving him because he deserves every bit of it. Charlatan the fraud is a mark. He's a punk. And this dude just checked him like, I'm pulling up on you like this. I love that energy, man. This shit makes me laugh.
Yeah, but I'm the radio guy. Why pull up on the radio guy? Don't act tough with the radio guy.
I hate my nigga. Y'all finished or y'all done? I ain't got no more talking. That's right.
Yeah, that's it. It's an old clip, guys. I think that's like a decade old. That's like a long time ago, man. It says 9 years ago, 23 million views. That's from their channel. That's a long time. I just wanted to play that for a little laugh because I remember that. He said, nigga, I'm pulling up on you. Did you pull up on Ross like that? Bitch, shut up. I'm pulling up on you. He checked that. Fool's a mark. I'm saying, I'm going to go back to it. These light-skinned dudes who cape so hard for Bantus like DJ Envy, when you got a guy like Charlatan who literally tells you he never roots for light-skinned guys, but he has no problem with light-skinned women, you guys got to boycott these bitches. And I already told you, they're already boycotting you. They got, gang stalking networks and black females with gay black males, bisexual stalkers. They're calling your employers. They're digging up your family history, doxing you and stalking you. They're doing all this shit to you right now. And you guys are still caping for them. That's what I get a kick out of. I'm like, dude, they're already like building files on you, stalking, doxing, and harassing you and shit. And you still cape for these motherfuckers. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. How you people sit there, with the smear campaigns, false allegations, trying to turn the audience against you. I laugh. I got a kick. There's some dude who like blocked me. It's probably the same bisexual stalker on TikTok, blocked me. He created a page to like try to put me. It's the saboteur stuff. They try to put other content creators against me. And I'm like, I'm sitting there getting a kick and I'm laughing. The dude blocked me, whatever. But another Mulatto shared with me. And it's like, the thing is, it's like, there's just going to be new audience members. Like, okay, if one person feels a certain way because I laughed at the fact that they're a baby mama, then I'm sorry, lady, go. Like there's gonna be someone else, a mulatto, who's not a baby mama, every single day. Every day. I mean, there's new people who find the material. So I just like it's so futile and so pathetic. It just shows the people who are obsessed, right? Where it's like you think you're doing something, like you're just a nuisance, annoying. It's like there's always going to be new people who are going to find the material. So good luck trying to you're going to spend your whole life, all that energy trying to convince everyone that I'm such a bad guy, don't listen to me. I really if they're stupid enough to believe you, if they're pussy enough to believe some random troll, I don't want those bitches over here. If you're a pussy ass mulatto who believes some little troll account talking shit about me, making up lies, I don't want your bitch ass over here. Don't show your face over here. I don't want you. Go keep your bitch ass on that troll account and go enjoy that quote unquote content that they have. Go over there. Don't come over here. Please don't show yourself because we will get you up out of here. Yeah, Charlemagne's down low, right? And he hates, see, he's another thing. Like, they talk shit on biracial men, they talk shit on light skinned men because they secretly want access to them. They're down low. And you know, a lot of the dark skinned Bantus are down low. That's what it is. And because they can't have access to you, you cut off access to straight men, then that's where they go on these smear campaigns. That's what they're doing to me. There's one black bisexual stalking me and shit, and that's what they're doing. You know, they attack straight men. When straight men basically reject them, they go on these smear campaigns, and it's like, well, if I can't have you, no one else can. So they try to get the whole audience and everyone against you and spread all these lies and shit. It's a very pathetic, disgusting existence. But you have to understand, these people particularly, it's like they have abuse, right? There's abuse. They were abused when they were kids, and they're projecting it on everyone else. They have a deep history of abuse, being abused by people. So it's they're not healthy. They're not healthy, but it's all gonna catch up to them. Light skin black, I will ask ChatGPT. We're the dark skin whites. Yeah, no such thing. Only light skin blacks. Notice that? That's how they hoodwink you to serve dark skin Bantus. Yeah. Birdman probably was not gonna do. No, he wasn't gonna do shit. But the flex was pretty funny. I always get a laugh at it. I'm gonna say so. It was to me. I had to play it because it did make me laugh. I believe you. It sounds like you have been around or related to Black American men based on your anti-Black mom biracial comments, even in part 2 on this live. So you studied this guy. Who's this? Royal Rush? I don't know. Just a commenter here. Royal Rush. Charlemagne will never try that to a dark-skinned black man, but only try to a light-skinned man. Yeah, he's a punk. He's a gay punk charlatan. Yeah. And we know Charlemagne didn't want that smoke. Yep. Oh, you said Birdman's in a Boondocks episode. I didn't know. I don't really watch Boondocks, but I know it's funny. I like the dad. Was it the Witherspoon cat? That dude's pretty funny in Boondocks. You put here, morning everyone. Shout out to you, Elroy Swartz, colored man from South Africa. Just got home from work. Good to join the live again. Respect to the mulattoes in America. And respect to MV, always keeping it real. Shout out to you. Appreciate you being here. Believe me, a light-skinned person from Los Angeles and New York would slap Charlemagne back to Bantu land. Yep. Plus, they super light-skinned men, leadering for the Black Hebrew Israelites movement. Yeah, they got like light skins with the Hebrew Israelites. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Okay. You put here, you're American. You are, where are you finding so many Black mom biracials? I've only ever met one in real life, and I'm in my late 30s. I'm assuming it's still rare. You put here, people still act shocked when I tell them my mom is Black. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's what it is with the whole Black mom thing and the white mom thing is that these are Black people who are basically trying to put a wedge between us. Let's be real. Because I've known Black mom biracials. Actually, I'm trying to think. Yeah, when I was the first, I didn't have the lexicon or vocabulary when I was younger, but I remember the babysitter I had when I was younger, because and there was a family there, that had the same babysitter, and they were biracial. They had a black father, white mom. Like I said, back then I didn't look at it like that, though. I just didn't have the vocabulary, the consciousness. But I do remember some cases, even in college, when I went to Ghana, there was a lady there, mulatto lady. She had a black mom, and yeah, I liked her. She's very gorgeous. But yeah, I remember yeah, I'll just leave it at that. I've always seen people with black mom, or I never thought about it. It wasn't until like social media when I started doing this material, then I realized that there's people who are trying to make it seem like we're that much different when we have a lot in common. The main factor is that it's just the environment. The environment. If you're raised in like the projects and the ghetto around, ghetto people, then it's like, okay, yeah, there's a class distinction. That's more of a class thing. It's not, to me, so much more of your parentage based off the culture. What did your mom teach you, how to cook collard greens or something? I don't know. My mom teach me how to cook like spaghetti and shit, some like European dishes. Like, okay, yeah, our moms taught us some stuff from the cultural backgrounds we come from. But I'm like, is there that much of a difference? I don't think so. I don't see it. I think we have more in common. That's my whole position here, is like, do you identify as mulatto? That's the main thing. If you identify as black and you call yourself black biracial, I don't give a damn if your mom's white or your mom's black. I don't want you over here. The people who are mulatto and they identify as mulatto, I want them here. I'm going to do my job to create content that's suitable and that's catering to you, that uplifts you and makes you feel validated. If your mom is black, your mom is mulatto, or your mom is white, like, I'm going to do my job the best I can. You can email me, send me a message, do what I can to make sure you feel validated. But I don't give a damn. Like, if your mom's white and you think you're a black woman, like you saw in the comments in that video, I don't want your ass over here. Okay. If you're a mulatto, you're a biracial, and you think you're black, don't come over here. Okay. I'm going to clown your ass. And even if you're over there in these other channels, I'm still going to clown your ass, to be honest. Within my right to do so. Yeah. Let me
We're
see.
onto something.
So I didn't get to pull up that clip from the video, but the lady here is saying, listen, my mom is black and dad is white. I hardly get along with white mom biracials. It's yeah, see, I already read that earlier, just reiterating. And I'm going to get into the comments in that video before I kind of sign off and get the hell out of here, because I've already been here for like, what, over 2 hours. But that video, the comment that I just shared, that the lady had the video on, I highlighted that in my last stream I did. And I couldn't find the comment again. But actually, you know what? Let me I'm sharing my screen now. I can click on the comment. Can I click on it? Oh no, I can click it right here. Here we go. Ah, see, I'm like a millennial showing my age. This is so much easier. I could just begin with, man, because I'm on a desktop doing this shit. I feel like it's so much, because the app TikTok is made for the phone, right? It's so much easier to kind of click with your finger and click and get to where you want to go. But with the desktop, I was like, wait a second. So I found the comment, or I found the page, the comment there. This lady, I covered this on my part 1. I already knew she's downtown LA. She's a real hot mom. Okay, yeah. Yeah, she's mulatto. Of course, she looks good. Like I say, with these mulattoes in the looks category, you already got that banging. Don't change a thing. No plastic surgery needed. None of that. Just all natural, curly haired. You're a mixed queen. You're a mulatto. The looks department, you're the preference. Like, you guys are just banging, flawless. But mentally, either you're lesbian or you're pro-black. I'm not with it. I'm not interested. Bye. Sorry, there's too many chicks out here. Go bug someone else. And if you got a black baby daddy and then you want to sell your mixed products and shit to us, I'm like, why are you over here? Just go back to the black community. Well, they don't want to buy your shit, so now you want to bug us. But when I saw this comment she made, remember, this lady here, she said she doesn't like white mom biracials. But I already knew when I went to her page before I did that stream, I knew she's married to a white guy. I just knew it. And you see right here, I knew her partner is white. I knew it. See, she doesn't like white mom biracials, but she will marry and start a family with a white man with a white mom. You guys see the pathology of these people? They're raised by racist black women to hate biracial people with white moms and to hate white women. But you literally married a man with a white mom. So when during the wedding and all this stuff, the white guy is going to bring his sister, his aunts, his mom, grandma, nieces, and friends all to the wedding. She's going to be surrounded by all these white people. Imagine, see, the thing is, she thinks she's safe in the little black spaces. She's safe in those little black spaces. But the thing is, imagine if we shared to all those white people the comment that she made, how she doesn't like white mom biracials. How would that make all the white women feel? That you have this mulatto racist who's a black female supremacist in their midst. How would they feel about that? And she's very pretty. It could be very deceptive. You look at her, very pretty, very innocuous, non-threatening, but she's a racist and doesn't like white mom biracials. She's a racist. Imagine how all those white women are going to feel being around her. Right? Once they know, see, they'll probably be nice to her. They don't know. They're unassuming. But once they see those comments, say, hey, this person's a racist, doesn't like white women, right? She's a black female supremacist, right? But she wants your white men. She's going to compete with the white women for your white man, right? That's her black mama taught her well, right? Fucking crazy, man. You cannot make this shit up. When I saw this woman, like when I saw that stupid comment she put about not befriending biracials white moms, I knew right away this bitch has got a white male partner. Very typical. I knew right away. Just something, my intuition, my instinct, I knew it. And I was right. My suspicion was right. I knew it. So, let me go back to the initial clip here. Surprised you guys are tuning in. Like I said, I don't announce these lives. I just hop up on here. You can watch the replay. If it's too late for you, I'm on my time. I'm on nobody else's time. For some of you people, like, why don't you announce or why don't you share? Nah, I'm not going to share shit. If you're a mulatto, you're dedicated, you're a real one, you know there's only one place you're going to tune into. You're going to watch it. And if you don't watch it, I don't give a shit either. Someone else will. They'll get this information. That's how it is right now, bro. That's how it is. Yeah, I'm not going to be up here trying to cater my time to make sure you guys, you make sure you hit that bell. You want to know when I go live, hit that bell notification. All right. Stay connected to all my platforms. When I go live, I go live. You're going to know. You can tune in. If it's too late for you, you got to get your little sleep. Okay, we'll tune in the next day, homie. Yeah. Is this the video? Let me see. I think this, yeah. Yep, this is a video. Right here. She only has 14 comments. How many views? I think she had a ton of views though. Okay. So this is a video I played earlier. Let's check out. Only 12 comments. Wow, it's nothing. The other video, she had a bunch. So this will be an easy breeze. Same with the girl in her comment section. I have a white mom, black dad. I did all the means grow up with both sides. But my mom, she educated herself as much as she could, even in situations where she knew we or not get treated right. But she also stayed by our side in every situation and fought for us and never gave up. She still fights against racism. She's 69. I'm proud her as a white woman, never broke, never stopped protecting us from ignorant people. Yeah. I was lucky in a sense because though my mother was white, she was abusive. I spent most of my time in the homes of my best friends who was black. Her mother was my safe space and helped me know myself. I went no contact with my entire family, and she liked it. Yeah, because they like you're like a chaos story. You don't even get along with your own family. Light skin, so they love that. They love that. They want a trauma bond with you because they don't even like their own damn family. They're like 70+% out of wedlock birth rates. Like, yeah, light skin Keisha. So I'm biracial and was adopted. I recently went onto Ancestry and found my family, and my biological mother is white. My father is black. My father's side was more welcoming than my mother's side. Cool. You guys can all trauma bond. over here. That's cool. I've been watching your videos, and every day I thank the universe that I was adopted by my black mom and dad. I am biracial, but definitely identify as black first. Cool. Yeah. Hope you find a black man who helps you out, supports you. But my whole thing is I tell you, ladies, like once you become a baby mama by these black dudes, please don't come over to the mixed community and try to sell your shitty products. Please don't. Don't embarrass yourselves, okay? Just saw a white father recording his biracial daughter, claiming he raised her with the culture because she gets good grades and to be good in society. Never mentions his black wife except in a separate video where once again he's talking about himself. I think I shared that last video. She put, "That's so sad." I'm going to share that video again right now because these comments are kind of short. Now, Tanisha Gonzalez, she says, as a mixed woman with a white mother, black father, my mother never tried to other than white mother, proud of what it was, blah, 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 blah. I don't want to read all that crap. I'm sorry, guys. It's already too late. I'm going to play that clip. I think I did. I played it last time. And, but I'll play it again because she just talked about it like with the white father, because I did cover it on my first stream with the white father who had his biracial daughter, and he was talking about like what culture was that? Because there's people talking about, oh, you're not going to be raised within the culture because they ain't going to show you your culture, right? Watch this.
What did you hear your whole life growing up with me?
You can't grow up in a white household because they don't understand your culture.
And what were your grades in school all year?
All A's and B's.
She got all A's and B's. It's like, what culture is that? Yeah, the culture where you get A's and B's and you work hard. Not the culture where you sit on your ass in a bonnet talking shit on TikTok. Yeah, not that culture.
So what culture are you talking about? The one where she's supposed to be educated and learns how to be good in society and do all the things right? Is that the one?
Yeah, I think so.
What a
See, they don't like that. You saw the comment already.
terrible culture, right?
Yeah, let me go back to that because that's what the lady just put there. They don't like that. They don't like the white man checking their racist black ass, right? Look at this right here. She says, just saw a white father. Let me kind of zoom this in for you guys to see that. There we go. Just saw a white father recording his biracial daughter, claiming he raised her with culture because she gets good grades to be good in society. Why does he have to mention his black wife? Except in a separate video where once again he's talking about himself. And then she puts, "That's sad." What's sad about it? He's a white man. It was a white culture. He's trying to teach his mulatto daughter to have dignity, self-respect, and get good grades. How is that negative? They take something so positive and make it negative. And because they want to center the black female. That's really what it is. That's the black female supremacist TikTok page. Because they're centering the white man and the mulatto daughter. They have an issue with that. They're like, no, they have to center black females for them to feel comfortable. That's it. That's what they're talking about there. I think that's it, guys. I blabbed my mouth for a minute. Does anyone want to jump on the panel? I usually only have who wants to jump on a panel? Yeah, some people don't mind sounding stupid. I'm not the smartest guy. I never claimed to be, but my whole thing is I got a voice. I'm not going to be silenced. The more people try to get me to be quiet, that's when I start to get a little louder. Because I'm like, yeah, your little fruity ass doesn't have a say over here, boy. Go somewhere else. I don't know if I should take Tariq's word for it, though, but I don't really see the difference between black moms and white moms. Yeah, I don't see the difference either. But see, with the Tariq Nasheed, remember when he did his little anti-mulatto documentary, The Hidden Colors, he tried to frame it that it was white men. They called lancados, who are Portuguese men, who went into West Africa, who interbred with the black women there and had mixed children. And Tariq Nasheed tried to paint it as well, that the children would take on the identity of the white man, the slave master. See, that's how they always spin things. See, they'll try to claim, and centuries ago, that the Lancondos went into West Africa, interbred with the women, and that the mulattoes would take on the identity of the white man and they would enslave the black population. See, but now today the Bantu black supremacists, they use they reverse this revisionist history. Now they switch it and say, oh, it's the black dad, white mom biracials who take on the identity of their white mom and they try to be a colonizer to black, like what they're doing with Drake. I pointed that out already over a year ago. It's 2 years ago, man. Like I said, this shit is like old information, bro, on this channel. I've already covered this stuff in some of my other videos. A lot of my videos I put on private and stuff, eventually, I'm telling you, I thought about this earlier. 90% of everything here is going to be behind a wall. Okay. Or you people are going to have to pay. You enjoy it now. I'm letting you know as I'm not going to rebrand, but I restructure and organize what I got going on with this operation. Like, yeah, I put myself out here too much, too freely, giving out too much free shit and letting you know right now. Eventually, I'm going to tighten this stuff up and going to get some coins. But I already had a video. Yeah, I talked about that with Tariq Nasheed, his Hidden Colors. This guy, yeah, he tried to say that, oh, well, they have a white father and they took on the identity of the white father. But nowadays, they flip the rhetoric to fit their black supremacist agenda. Now they're saying that it's the biracials with white moms. They take on the identity of their white mom to be anti-black and all this shit. So, you mulattoes who are black identified, get the fuck up out my shit. I had to block some clown on Facebook today. Like I said earlier, I love blocking you people. When you show your dumb ass and I see you're black identified, I get you up out the spot. I gotta thin the herd and curate. I don't want you people to feel comfortable around here. This is not a spot for you. Okay, go back with the pro-blacks and get punked by them. Don't come over here. The fact that you even watch him, yeah, Tariq Nasheed. How can you watch someone who's anti-mulatto? Tariq be on some stuff, man. Yeah, I don't watch that fool. How white women even get on TikTok with the amount of hate. Yeah, you see how, like, I know, I kind of feel sorry for them. I mean, they got to basically grift off these blacks. If I was a white woman, I'd tell them, like, man, make some money off these blacks. Make sure these blacks pay you or they watch your shit. I don't know, like, because, yeah, they're talking so much crap on white women. And I don't know, do a lot of the white guys, do they support them? I don't know. It's like you have this kind of feminist liberation where it's like, equality amongst gender and equal rights, and there's a lot of individuality within white society. I just don't really see the same kind of support system. Like, even with like a Just Pearly things, when she came out and she went into the black space, but she had a lot of black male support. She had more black male support in her than white males. That's interesting. How the hell does that work as a white female? And I know her partner, Just Pretty things, like she had a black boyfriend and shit like that. But it's like, I guess it's all up to the female and how she markets her material and her product and her social media. It's all up to the individual. But I don't know. Yeah, like you said, and on TikTok, I don't really see like a lot of these women. I guess it's just the pages I follow. That's could be it as well, where they have a bunch of white guys like, supporting them and stuff. It depends on the material. That's what it is. What the commentary, if they're going into like the race politics and shit or the biracial stuff, then they know they're gonna have racist blacks gonna try to attack them. So it all depends on the content. That's what it is. Yeah, Tariq is a joke. Tariq Nasheed getting that money from Bantus. Yeah, he has his whole network is from Bantus. Yep. I'm not even offended by anything that man says because he's such a moron. Yeah, Tariq Rashid. Yep. Someone even said nothing wrong if you say you biracial, but say you identify with your black. Nah, I don't. Fuck that. I don't identify with my black side. I don't identify with my white side either. I identify as mulatto. And fuck anybody who doesn't accept that. That's all I got for you guys. I'll talk to you next time. Peace out.